Hello, welcome to Monday Night Bloodbath, episode 38, 39, something like that. Are you muted?
Am I muted?
Oh,
no, that's because you hit the applause.
Oh, could you not hear me when I was talking?
It drowns
No.
you out. I can barely hear you.
Oh, what the hell?
Well, restream basically, yeah, because you play the applause thing, it's gonna shorten everyone's mic.
They have AI generated music in here.
What do you mean, the applause?
No, I had to add the applause, but it
Oh,
says the rest of the music is AI generated. I didn't notice they have this.
Legally stolen.
Right. This is called Christmas.
All right.
No feeding
Like
the
it.
ducks.
No feeding the ducks.
What?
It's not as cool as StreamYard.
Damn.
Way cheaper though.
Yes, way
Yeah.
cheaper. Doesn't
It used
have
to be the
nearly
same.
the customizations.
It's funny. It used to be the same amount, and then like I don't think enough people were really caring to go to restream. And then when StreamYards like up their prices, then people started going to restream.
Yep. I would like Discord to get better.
Yeah, I like Discord too, but you have so many issues on audio.
Yep. Like I said, I would like Discord to get better.
No,
I mean, can't complain about a free app though.
true.
Damn. Dom H, there's late and then there's static late.
Jesus, what do you mean? Gary's been like a whole 45 minutes late to a stream before.
That used to be the norm.
Yeah.
But hello, good to see you guys.
Yeah, how you doing, Neo? It's been a while. How
It
was
has
your
been a while.
little vacation? I saw your massive list of you're like streaming 9/10 of the month.
Yeah, so I took the December. I mean, that's pretty close to what my schedule was like the last 6 months of last year.
Okay.
I was pretty much streaming Monday through Thursday every week. But I usually just didn't post it like all in one list. But yeah, I took most of December off to the idea was to get some a good amount of gaming in, which I got a decent amount in. But I was just the last 3 weeks. I've just been crazy busy with family stuff and all fun stuff. So it's been really good. I didn't get as much gaming done over the month of December as I wanted to. But it was good, and 2025 is off to a fun start already. So, yes, I got back into the swing of things. I just finished up my first Metroidvania Monday for the year about 45 minutes ago, and I just started Super Metroid, and I haven't played that in forever. So it's good to be going through that because that's kind of the father or mother, more accurately, of the genre. So. But yeah, I've got let's see here, party chat tomorrow, more Dude Souls on Wednesday, and Achievement Chasers with Dude on Thursday. So hitting the ground running.
You're gonna be very, very busy.
I don't know.
And speaking of busy, Shaka Zulu was doing his own gaming stream before this got started.
Thank God.
As a matter of fact, what, you streamed for like 6 hours?
Let me see. Something like that.
Because yeah, you went from 1 to past 7, so almost
7
7 hours.
Almost 7. Finally got uninterrupted gaming session in.
Has it been that long?
It's a rare thing.
I haven't been able to go past 3 hours in like months. I always get stopped with something with like RL shit.
I have shame for what I've been doing since last Wednesday.
What are you doing? You
So
building a sex robot?
last Wednesday, I got a random invite to the midweek hump.
Oh,
I was hanging out with those guys. Huh?
It's back?
Yeah, it's back.
I didn't know that.
Last week was the first official week back. The week before, they did like a reunion show. It's doing its thing. Shags has got things going on. But he talked about Balatro. And he's not the only one I know that's been talking about Balatro. And last Wednesday was the last day of the Steam sale. So I picked up Balatro. And since last Wednesday, guess how many hours I have?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've heard that just sucks everybody in. I've considered getting it, but I haven't yet. Let's see here. Since last Thursday, 30.
Close.
50.
34 and a half.
Ooh,
I should have done the prices right and said 31.
31.
$1, Bob. You
Yeah,
son of a
$1.
It's a giant time suck. I need to
pretty sure I would
uninstall
love
it because it's so damn addictive.
I need to block it. Steam, I will pay you money to get this off my account.
Yeah,
They should do that as DLC. The DLC just takes your transaction away.
there you go.
It's a reverse DLC.
Yeah.
It takes the game away.
Yeah, it cures your addiction by deleting the game, and you can't.
This
buy
game.
it.
So Shags has it on his tablet.
Oh,
Like it's a mobile game and everything. Like,
I've never played it. Is it really just like solitaire or some shit?
so it's poker, but like you've
It's
got
a
all these
roguelike deck building poker game.
Yes, exactly. Roguelike deck building poker game.
I'm so sick of roguelike, but I understand what you're saying.
Not like other roguelites. Like
Honestly, it's a puzzle game that has RNG in it.
You know what? I've been playing another roguelike game called Peach Beat Splash, and it's about a bunch of girls in bikinis that shoot each other with water guns.
Oh,
I don't think that's roguelike.
And you can change the color of the bikinis, you can change their hairstyles.
what I was it Ball Busters? Like I just within the last few days, I hopped into a stream and someone was showing that for a few minutes.
Who's that jackass? What a delinquent.
He was playing it on pregame in his little square there.
Oh,
My
is that what it was? Hey,
And
Carl's
then
here.
so it was showed on both pregame and Ball Busters.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's probably what it was.
I
I
can't
hopped
do
into
the
Ball Busters for a few
finishers.
minutes on Friday night.
I can't
Yeah,
do the finishers on stream because they squirt off the tops and the bottoms off.
I didn't get any notifications for when you did that on my stream.
Oh, cool.
Because when you did it, they like censored it by like making it super shiny.
Yeah, they like blind you, with water.
Yeah. They like blind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it very.
We got lucky.
Yeah,
It's very bright.
Carl tried to convince me to get Balatro, and I haven't taken the plunge yet because if a game is on Xbox, that's where I want to play it. Balatro is on Xbox, but that's like a mobile game. I'm not going to spend my time sitting at an Xbox playing a mobile game. I want to play it on my phone.
I bet it sucks on controller too.
I haven't even tried. Why? You just need a mouse. You don't even need the keyboard.
That's what he's saying. He doesn't want to play on a controller on Xbox if it's probably for a mouse.
Yeah, that would be shit unless you had like a trackpad or something on your.
No,
controller.
I mean like it's a mobile game. I should be able to like tap the screen and do stuff that you could do if I was going to download it off the App Store, but then I don't get Xbox achievements.
Oh, that's
so if I want to play the Xbox version with achievements, I got to play with the controller. But I don't want to deal with a stupid mobile game. I'm not going to sit on my Xbox to play a mobile game.
No.
That's the same reason why I never played Gems of War.
Or Civ on console. No way. I would you do things like twice as slow.
It's like, do I play it on Xbox and have to play with a controller, but then I get achievements, or do I play it on mobile and then I can play it from my phone or my iPad, but then I don't get achievements? So
oh, no,
that's why I haven't
here.
bought it anywhere yet. So he says, do it, coward.
Carl's gonna bully you. It's fine on Xbox. I don't know.
It's fine on the.
It
Xbox
really has nothing to do with the
controller.
controller. It's just
your achievements.
not being able to do. A card. It's basically a mobile game. I should be able to tap the screen to do stuff, and you can't do that. Obviously,
the first thing you need to do when you open the game is go into the settings and set the game speed to 4.
Oh,
because it's a slow bitch.
Oh, okay.
Anytime a game has a speed up option, I always set it to max, especially on the couple of turn-based games I played because I hate
Final
turn-based.
Fantasy.
So
the animations of when you play a card is just dog slow. That's probably where half of my 34 and a half hours have been spent.
Did you not realize there was a speed up option?
No.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I wouldn't.
And if you want to get extremely frustrated, go watch Asmongold play it for an hour on his little video that he put out. The guy's a fucking retard. He doesn't read anything and he doesn't know how to play poker.
I hate Asmongold, but I thought him like testing Marvel Rivals' chat was really
that was funny.
Yeah, that was funny. He tested it to the fucking limit. Like, it is very clear. Anything anti-China, you cannot say. You could say free Palestine, but you can't say free Hong Kong.
Yep.
Hey, look at that. There's my guest host for Party Chats.
Can't say free to
chat.
bet or anything. I was gonna say, let's say hello to the chat, and then we'll jump into all the fucking crazy
you can say
shenanigans.
Taiwan. You can't say Taiwan #1, but you can't say Taiwan is China.
Taiwan #1.
You can say China.
So we have Kel answering the question of today's title: Is everything a psyop? Short answer: yes. Everything
go home.
is
Show's
a
over.
psyop.
Show's over.
And I
All right, see you
remember.
next week.
Who do we got here? Who is this? We have a invader.
Zim?
Wow.
Oh, Carl's here.
It's
Hello,
game
boys.
of the year. Rightly deserved.
You
Fuck
got
you,
your-
China.
You still got your Christmas tree up.
I was sick and dying for like
Oh, you're
4
back.
days into the new year, right? I'm very slowly acclimating to being normal.
Well, Christmas
you,
stayed
though?
late for you.
So, real quick, gonna finish saying hi to chat. Kel, everything's a psyop. How you doing, Dom, with his dirty fucking
Hail
Hello.
Dom.
What's up, Dom?
jerk statement saying there's late and then there's static
Yeah,
late?
he was really offended by that.
There's
I
late,
like
there's
it though.
Jeremy late, then there's static.
We're
late.
gonna do late and
Then there's
static.
Paul late.
Yes, Paul. Paul has me beat. Paul's got me beat. Speaking of the devil, we also got green-haired anti-liberal. How you doing, gal?
What's up,
Glad to
guys?
see you made it home safe. We got Meteor.
Timon!
He's changed his name. It's no longer Meteor Advocate Timon. It's Timon Meteor Herald. He's letting
Oh.
everyone know that it's coming.
It's coming.
There we go. I
Then we got
prefer
Carl,
Heaven's
and
Gate
then we have
myth.
King of the Late, Paul Hadouken himself. What's up?
What was he late on this time?
He was late for our dinner meetup by an hour.
Oh my.
Oh,
guys-
an hour?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys had a date?
Yeah, we actually
That's
met
right.
up. We had a double date. I met Gabs, and they met Sandra. And we had a Korean barbecue. It was fun.
Ooh,
Cool.
yum.
But I told him what time you want me to be there, so I'm an hour late. And little did I know I was actually supposed to be an hour late.
Paul says he's working on his tardiness.
New
New
Year's
year, new
resolution.
Paul, right?
Yep.
Wait, what? So Dom H says, well, Shock, apparently we can't say kickers are awesome in your chat without getting a timeout.
It's true. I timed him out for saying kickers are awesome.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. At first, I thought he meant kickers, like people who stream on Kick. I'm like, is that what they call them now?
But now he gifted
Oh,
me
football.
subs on Kick, so he can say it now.
Wait, are you not talking about like a football kicker?
Yeah, it's a football
kickers.
kicker. I'm
I
just
fucking hate
retarded.
kickers.
No.
Did a fantasy one screw you over? Is that what I'm hearing?
It wasn't even me. Years ago, in 2018, I think Kimi Fairbairn scored like 40 points in the fantasy playoffs, and I was just like, they're gone next year. No kickers, and everybody agreed. Even the dude who won, he beat a kicker is not supposed to beat Todd Gurley in the fucking playoffs. That's just not a thing. And so our league banned him ever since.
Sounds like you got next leveled. What can I say?
Yeah.
Sounds like bitterness.
And now I draft him every year. I'm like, I'm gonna get kicker. I'm gonna get the fucking best one.
I always draft the Asian if I can.
That's
He's got a fun name.
Thank you. You get the Asians. You get the Young Wei Kus and the Kimi Fairbairns. Get the Asians.
Wait, there's more than one?
There's two.
Yeah, there's two.
Falcons. Nick. What was the Giants one?
Yeah, I just knew about
Aldrich.
the one on the Falcons.
The Giants one.
But
was a
can't
good one.
remember.
Oh, Nick Rowe.
Sports
Rosa.
ball.
Yeah.
So, anyhow,
Sports.
today is the great Insurrection Day.
The Great Erection
The
Day.
Pearl
Great
Harbor
Erection.
9/11.
It's the Great Erection Day.
We're tall. Some of us
And,
are taller than others.
During Shock's stream, he was trying to find a way how we could celebrate. I forgot who it was. Maybe it was Vexsphere who said, mini,
Yeah.
we could pass out mini nooses.
No.
Said,
First, he wanted like holiday cards, like
Yeah.
cards that say Happy January 6th. And I said, well, there needs to be like a little treat. Like, do we do like candy? And he said, no, you put little nooses in the gift in the holiday card.
Just don't send one to Bubba Wallace.
Oh,
I
no.
recommended baby model guillotines.
That's a good one.
I
Well, you
recommend gingerbread buffalo shamans.
So this is how Static
I like
House
that one.
goes.
That's great.
on December, he puts up a big Frosty, you know, Frosty the Snowman, and then the second January hits, that guillotine goes up. When Christmas is over, Frosty and the tree comes down, and he puts the guillotine and the little rope up.
So the Babylon Bee actually has an answer for your shock on ideas on how to celebrate January 6th.
All right.
What a perfect segue.
I love it.
Fun ways for you to celebrate January 6th this year. Decorate the insurrection.
I like that
Oh,
they
yes.
use the lame default voiceover.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Hate
Oh,
that voice so much.
I hate it too.
proceed.
lectern and leave wrapped gifts underneath.
I saw Gary do that.
Exchange
Yeah,
Did we?
MAGA cards. That's what you do. Make raises great again and give it to your boss.
Guy looks like JT a little bit, and it makes me feel very disturbed.
mega cards with classmates.
Oh, candy.
Stay up late on January 5th and kiss your mega sweetheart at midnight.
God. Where's Jeremy?
Load the kids in the minivan to attend a January 6th service. Gather the whole family around the TV to watch the big Macy's January 6th parade. Hide fraudulent ball lots around the house for the kids to find.
I'll watch.
Perform a historical reenactment of the violent, bloody battle by wandering slowly through your city hall, taking photos. Gather around the MAGA nativity to tell the insurrection story. Wear MAGA gear to avoid being pinched. Don't get pinched by the pincher. Just go about your life like 99.9999999% of Trump supporters did 4 years ago. How will you be celebrating?
So I think we should do. I'm all for decorating the lectern.
I
I like that
too.
idea.
I like it too. I think Gary did that. I saw Gary do that.
Nerdrotic?
Yeah,
Huh. I did not see that.
it was funny. He decorated like Christmas lights.
That's great.
So this is the anniversary of January 6th. And just like the last time 4 years ago, they had to, They had to do the whole certifying the election. And Kamala Harris had to certify her defeat. Now, I don't really care to talk too much about this. I'm not surprised no shenanigans went down today because they are so up on their high horse over January 6th. There couldn't be any shenanigans. Not a single Democrat refused to vote. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Usually every time this happens, there's somebody that's all like, no, I'm not doing this. And it doesn't matter because all the rest of them do it. Not a single instance of that this go around.
nice.
And really what I just wanted to show is this one clip that was kind of going viral on Twitter X today. At the end, after it's been certified, of Mike Johnson and Kamala Harris. And it says, just look at their faces. And I'm really curious if this might sway anyone's idea of who Mike Johnson is, because a lot of people don't like him. I was never really a big fan of him, but this is an interesting clip here, and just the way that he reacts to this whole thing. Also, I am going to be turning the audio down because it's just the theme for The Office.
Mm.
But just watch their facial expressions. Defeat.
I hate them. So
The obvious defeat. And then he's like aware of her situation, right?
He looks like a guy that runs the camps. I'm not gonna lie.
you can't. Oh.
I just don't trust that rat face.
It's not over yet. Like she's being very cordial now. And that last bit is kind of evil.
He does look evil, bro. Dear God.
Like
Move it back a little bit more so his eyes are more open.
Also plans.
Right there. Big Brother's watching you. That's that poster.
Oh yeah, that is. That's great. Oh, it's kind of creepy.
Like, he is very satisfied of how things have went. And if he, to me, like, if he's his anti-Trump agenda, I don't think he'd look this satisfied. What do you guys think?
The Democrats hate their party when they fail them and they're not progressive enough at the same time. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, not to change subjects too much, but the whole like Trudeau stepping down. It's like, if the progressives want Trudeau gone, it means they want an even more progressive person.
Right. Yes. You're
And
absolutely
so,
right.
and this could be maybe the end of maybe the Obama regime, because there are tons of different sections of other progressives that, like, we call them communists because they are communists, but the Obama regime and the Bidens and the Hillary Clintons, you're right, they're more cronies than they are just straight up commies. There are a lot of socialists and communists that want the Democratic Party to be even more progressive. And so whenever I see them cheering down their own, it's usually that's why, because it's the next pushing of the bill forward can be done because they've fallen. So I never really trust when they cheer for their own falling.
When they cheer for their own what?
When they cheer that their own's falling, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, okay, he's not a Democrat, so that's not quite the same.
Yeah. It's a fucking uniparty. I don't trust these people that I don't know.
Yes.
I don't trust these Republican representatives that I don't know very well.
Where is he even from? I actually don't know where this guy's from.
Yeah, me neither.
Good question. It won't take long to check that one.
Because I forget.
Louisiana. He represents Louisiana's 4th congressional district.
Interesting.
During Trump's, so he is a Trump guy. He's been representing since Trump's presidency.
2017. That's an odd year to have that election. So that means
He's an off-year guy.
maybe he replaced somebody in the middle.
Kevin McCarthy.
Well, no, as a speaker, but I meant in
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Oh,
It says since 2017. Oh, I guess he got elected in 2016 and started in 2007. Okay, that makes sense. Never mind.
There you go.
Math.
I don't know. Most Republicans, if they don't, I guess, I know this is super cringe, but unless they identify as America First or openly supporting Trump, you're just a uniparty member to me. And so now it's like, okay, now we can move in and do more uniparty shit and not do anything for 4 years and stay in office and basically just not be the Democrats. Right? Like, there's tons of memes right now being like, here comes the Republicans sitting on their asses in the office, not doing anything. It's just them dancing and shit.
Yeah, I feel like that's what we're just going to see.
So here we go. This face right here is 4 years of job security where I don't have to do shit.
Well, he's only got 2. He does have to do an election.
That's true.
These people have to do an election every 2
Oh,
years.
but he's a Republican. He's going to win. You know what I mean? Like, that's what he's thinking. Oh, Republicans got momentum. I can sit on my hands and just do nothing. Let's go.
Except that's not true at all. We've had so many House flipped in the middle of the presidential term.
Mm-hmm.
Like the last 4 presidential terms, at least the last 3 presidential terms in a row,
Yeah.
the House is flipped.
Mm-hmm.
I guess technically not. Yeah. In the middle of the term, not necessarily every election. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I would say the last 2 elections, the House has flipped. It's just more so they've gained a smaller.
It technically didn't flip from 2022 to 2024. It stayed red.
Yeah, it just went a little bit more red.
It went
slightly.
actually it went a little bluer.
I thought they got 220 and they had like a 218 last time.
No, they lost 1 or 2 seats. They did gain 3 Senate seats. They lost 1 or 2 in the House, gained 3 in the Senate, I believe. But what I was saying is, like, in the middle of each presidential term, the last 3 presidential terms, there's been a flip in the middle term where it would go. We're like on Obama, he started in Obama's last term, I believe he started with a blue, House and Senate, and then it went to a red house. And then Trump started with the red house, and then it went to a blue house. Biden started with the blue house and went to a red house.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of shenanigans has been happening for the last 3 presidents now.
Yeah.
So just because you're a Republican that get voted in doesn't mean you're going to get voted in the next time in the middle of your team's presidential run.
True.
What do you think of this face, Neo? Do you think maybe he's not the bad guy, or
That face definitely doesn't give off the vibe of I'm not the bad guy.
but also think about the rest of the context of this. This is him in Trump's winning of Trump
Oh yeah.
election being certified.
If I knew who he was, this would be. If people knew who he was and he was popular, this would be like internet gold. But I don't really know him, and I don't trust most
You
Republicans.
see, that's such
Yeah,
a
the first
funny-
word that came to my mind is what Gal said, diabolical.
Yeah, I
That's
was gonna go over. She was having like vocabulary class or something in the chat. I was gonna look at those.
But
But
that's the vibe I get from this.
Yeah, like I said, this Big Brother photo. This is the poster that they put up in 1984.
Chuck, you used such an interesting term. You said if he was more popular, and the reason why I find that interesting is because he was the only one in the Republican team that came anywhere close to being able to get enough votes to be Speaker of the House.
True.
Like everyone else had 1 or 2 votes. Like, and so he is popular, maybe not to the people, but to the people in the House. So that is a big sign of problems.
Well, if the House likes him, it doesn't mean that the voters should fucking like him.
But also, there was only 3 or 4 Republican representatives that didn't vote for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a good sign either.
No.
So I agree with what Carl was saying.
Who were the other
We're-
two
we're gonna
Speaker of
see
the
a bunch
House? I forgot the dude's name. I know who he is. I just forgot his name.
Which one?
The previous Speaker of the House.
McCarthy?
Yes,
Yeah.
McCarthy. Yeah, it was the same thing with him. It was a bunch of people who we follow and probably agree with, right? Being like, oh no, like we have to do the uniparty answer. Like we have to do the uniparty thing, get some sort of let's meet in the middle with Democrats and so the Republican Party can have power. And it's like, no, I am sick of that fucking argument. Stop it. Like that is not what the actual voters want. This is not voters approving who should be the Speaker of the House. This is the actual representatives that are all in their own little uniparty voting for what they want. And if everyone likes the Speaker of the House, it usually means you, the voters, shouldn't. So that's why I've never had any faith in any Speaker of the House, even if they're Republicans, because the same happened with McCarthy. And then what did he do? He just sent more fucking money to Ukraine. We met in the middle of Democrats, and the Republican Speaker of the House gave more money to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Well,
in
they
a
still
bill that-
are.
In a bill
I know.
in a bill that I don't believe we even needed, because the budget was set out until February or something, I think. I don't know. I could be wrong, but they just needed the budget bills and they added a bunch of other bullshit in there. In the chat, Spartacus has joined the show. We're going to catch up with the chat here. Paul wants to kiss at midnight for celebrating J6.
Hell yeah.
Drive over here, bro. Next year.
And then Gal was having vocabulary class. She was saying, I would say maniacal. Diabolical.
I don't even know what maniacal means.
You never heard maniacal laughter?
Very menacing.
Maniacal laugh.
Mwahaha. Like Bowser or
I love the
Ganondorf.
Or the Joker?
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Did you guys
All
not
great
see that
examples.
Muppets movie where the bad guy just would say maniacal laugh instead of actually laughing?
No,
No.
I remember that. Which one was that?
That was the one where they were like going to tear down the studio and build an oil rig or something. And it had the dude from How I Met Your Mother, or Jason, whatever his name is.
Was that a newer one or older one?
It's a newer one, yeah.
That's why I didn't see it then.
Did you guys notice that Apple took all the like Christmas classics off of Amazon and shit? Or
Wait.
like
That doesn't make any sense.
no,
Apple
so like
took them off Amazon.
yeah, they bought the rights to them this year.
Oh,
So like I think Peacock has all the Peanut stuff, right? And then Amazon has all the Muppet stuff. They
Oh,
took
okay.
just the Christmas specials off, and it's only on Apple TV. And I'm like, you motherfuckers.
That's interesting.
That's
I don't have Apple
evil.
TV, so I didn't know that.
I mean, I just pulled up a stream anyway. You know what I mean? But it's just if it's on Amazon, and why not? It's easy. I have it.
yeah, that stuff's on YouTube. You can watch that year round.
Exactly. But I wanted it on the big screen.
Oh, Gal saying that face should be used for memes and also for reactions later when he does evil shiz.
You know what? It should be like a Psyop meme where it would be like maybe your Kamala Harris, but then the reality of 2 months later is going to be him. You know what I mean?
They just saved that photo like the Obama change one, but it says MK Ultra underneath it.
It's a good one.
And Timon feels the same way I do. He's like, but Biden is still in charge. They didn't put Harris in command, right? Because he's our local Brazilian boy.
Yeah.
I don't know who's in
Anybody
charge.
really in charge?
No one's in charge.
Did you see that
true,
one
the
meme that was
people in
going
charge are
around?
nameless.
Yeah, did you see the one meme going around where it's like all the presidents, and for Biden it's just says White House staffers?
Yeah, the staff. I did see that.
Don't know what you're talking about.
It was like a picture of all the presidents, like that chart from like Washington to Trump, but instead of Biden's photo, it just says White House staffers.
That's pretty good.
White House.
Yeah.
Thank you for your contribution.
So, and then Spartacus comes in saying Republicans come in promising they do something and then sit on their thumbs. Dems do it and they do what they say. Yeah, well, they push. The Dems definitely push and the Republicans don't do shit.
Mm-hmm.
Republicans don't come out for midterms either. This is true. I hate calling them all Republicans because they're not, but the conservatives in this country do not vote in the midterms. We'll see if Scott Presler has anything to say about that this go around.
We got to see how things are changing, because it does feel like there's a lot of stuff that's changing, but it takes a long time to turn around a battleship, guys.
Well, we've also got some topics coming up that are going to do everything they can to prevent the battleship from turning.
Yeah,
they want to engage the battleship. And then he also had something else. Where was it? Okay, when we were talking about voting for the House, he says, well, if Republicans didn't unite their votes, wouldn't the vote have been split and the Dems would have gotten it? I don't know if it's a simple majority for Speaker of the House.
I mean, it would probably dictate it because, the Republicans only have a simple majority.
True. So you're not wrong, Sparta. And that definitely would have been it would defeat the purpose of having the House. But there's a part of me that would also like to see some fucking people stand up for what they believe in.
Oh yeah.
Because if more people weren't afraid of losing their jobs, maybe we could actually get some change.
Yep. And they just got caught trying to give themselves raises.
Kel says Mike Johnson is smiling because he knows the Bayou Voodoo worked against Kamala.
The Boo I like that.
The Bayou.
The Boo Voodoo. Who do the Voodoo?
Shaka Bayou.
I will say this: as much as I hate that pedophilic vampire known as Dick Durbin, he did have a good line to CNN when they talked to him about getting pay raises.
I missed that.
When he was like saying, "Your ratings suck." How could? Well, you guys still get paid, right?
Forgot about that. Didn't see that.
And I hate that guy.
Sparta says how Disney owns the Muppets, so it would have been on Disney Plus. I saw that bitch in the theaters. I love the Muppets.
Apple TV had both, just the Christmas ones.
I have never ever paid for Disney Plus because it's just another streaming service I didn't friggin' need.
I don't pay for any of these. My girl's in college, so she has Amazon for free. That's it.
You know what? This would be nice. So there's been talks about term limits and like making
That'd be
a
great.
constitutional amendment. How are you going to vote yourself out of a job? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why you shouldn't like demonize like public workers that have businesses and they're there just to want the economy to get better. Like she's lost the plot at this point, but like I forgot her name, the North Dakota lady and Marjorie Taylor Greene, they were all just business owners.
Christine Nome.
You know?
Yes,
Yeah,
Christine
Nome,
Nome. They were all just like, hey, we don't like how the government's handling like commercial companies and businesses and stuff, and we just wanted to bring a stop to all that. Instead, they say, oh, you're just a billionaire trying to put more money in your pocket. And it's like versus being reliant on taxpayer money and being a career politician. Are we going to talk about the lesser of two evils here? It's the career politician.
Yeah, that's what we need to get rid of. And who was it? I was listening to somebody and they pointed out, they're like, you know what, if they only get even like if the senators get 2 terms and the reps get 3 terms, like there's no way they'll be able to maintain what they do now with well, actually, no, I take that back. We might have talked about this last week, Shock, where they have to get rid of the pipeline from Congress member to lobbyist. Like,
Yeah.
they have to get rid of that pipeline. Like, because that it would just because if they put term limits and didn't do anything about that, it would just become even more corrupt faster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got to get rid of family dynasties too.
Yeah.
How long? And
wait, in an office or
no. So for the family generational thing, like how many generations do you have to wait?
Like the Kennedys and the Bushes and all them, you'd have to basically just really try to purge every one of them out of there.
If you try to do that now, they would think you're just trying to stop Michelle Obama from getting in office. But
good, I agree.
I don't think she would win anyway.
I think Michelle Obama was the only chance they had this last year.
I thought so too. And I said, if it's not this year, then you're afraid to lose to Trump. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You were afraid to lose to Trump, so he didn't run. Or he didn't run.
Yeah.
Listen, I know a couple normies in my family who were kind of like I said, we're in that Democrat area. Once they saw Biden dropped out, they all basically said like it's over.
I'm shocked people I knew in California said the same thing, and I'm like, wow, this is what made you give up now. Whatever, as long as you come to that conclusion eventually.
They had to experience a straight, what was it, hour and a half of full mental retardation?
I suppose it's like the 50th slap in the face, and you go, oh, someone's hitting me.
No, it's just I feel like a lot of them just kind of thought the Democrats were just like, we're just gonna punt this year. Like that nobody like had any real enthusiasm for Biden, and then when they finally forced him out, they were just like, well, who else do we really got? You know, it's just like this year we're just gonna have to accept it, you know?
Yeah. But it just shows that a lot of people were like, hey, well, we had Democrats in power for 4 years and things have just gotten worse. They really aren't in our best interest because they believe tariffs will ruin the country and all the stuff that Trump will do. Well, you know, they buy the stupid, terrible financial advice that the mainstream media lies about. And then they go, oh, well, if the Democrats just gave up, then they never had the answers in the first place. I've met a few people who finally came to that realization where it's like, dude, you've been 4 years in poverty and gas keeps getting more expensive. Things keep getting more expensive. And then just giving up on trying to beat Trump, like that's what finally convinced you. I do.
Yeah, so much for saving democracy, right?
Yeah, democracy doesn't matter. We'll save democracy next term.
Thank God we certified Hitler, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you're right. We did.
Hitler.
We certified Hitler today. It's all over.
Right.
Get ready for the camps.
The camps are coming.
The camps are
For the
coming.
few to get locked up.
Yes, we're gonna lock up all the media on ABC. I mean, might as well just start with ABC, right? He already won.
Got the views gone
with ABC.
Yeah.
The hen house is being cleared out at ABC.
Oh,
Glorious day.
no. Glorious day.
Glorious day.
And just got a tip from Lethal. Thank you, Lethal. Thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in. I know this is probably a little bit outside of your typical realm of YouTube.
What's up, Lethal? Hope you had a good break, my man. Can't wait for Gronkin.
Is the full Aussie dead?
I don't know. I missed
Be
the
right
full
back,
Aussie,
BRP.
though.
Okay. I just haven't seen anything about that. And I think you mentioned some of the beginning of yesterday's Gronkin, but I didn't
They've said it a few times, and I'm just like, when? Because it'll help me get to work on time. Because it's on when I got to go at 4 a.m.
Yeah, it's a good way to start the day.
Yeah, 4 a.m.
Let's see. Where's the rest of my stuff? Okay, so before we get into the
it came back during Christmas apparently.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I haven't gotten any notifications.
Yeah, I didn't either.
What's up?
The full Aussie came back during Christmas time.
Oh, what the hell? I did not get a notification. Oh no, the thumbnails have the stupid breakdancing bitch on it. It's like the front and center.
Well, I mean, that is the beacon of breakdancing in Australia.
She might be the second most famous Australian, right? Other than the crocodile hunter.
Now, Spartacus, people in Illinois did not vote for Pritzker because they were afraid of the other guy. It's just the other guy was retarded, and they settled with Pritzker. All right, and he beat out the old governor, who also everyone hated too here. All right, Illinois sucks. Just Illinois in general just really does suck for our politics.
I'm
Oh,
very
and you
happy
know
in
what?
California.
So that was literally all the Democrats ran on this last year, right? Was the Trump was going to make abortions legal.
Illegal.
He was going to make them illegal. He was going to make it so that no one in the country can get an abortion. That was what they ran on, and it was the biggest pile of bullcrap to begin with. But like, talk about having your morals in a conundrum there.
Yeah, no, Illinois. Like, I forget the guy's name who ran. He looked like a fat Newman. Nobody liked him. He just sounded stupid. Like every interview this guy ever did just like made him sound absolutely like dumb and out of touch. Like there was a big shooting over here and he basically did the old stick your foot in your mouth and say the wrong thing that didn't help. He just lost everyone's support. It's just like Trump endorsed him just to endorse him. That's it.
Yeah, he's done that a few times. Not too much, but he's
No, you're totally wrong, Spartacus. I live in Illinois. I know you're wrong. Don't go LOL. No, they literally did vote for Pritzker for that reason. No, they did not vote for him for that reason. He was a bad candidate. No one liked him. No Republican out here liked him.
I can't imagine.
And that's it.
Illinois offering a half decent Republican.
The California in the room is gonna step up and think. You think voting matters in your state?
Hey, put a mask on. Why don't you?
No, this is. I genuinely
You don't
think
speak
this
for
is,
me.
This is kind of a white pill. All right, to say that votes don't matter in the state of California, I think is a huge blue pill. There is so much Trump support in the state of California, and it was only like a third of the votes came in, and Trump was barely winning by 60%. They just halted the votes for 4 days. Like, go fuck yourself. Trump won. There's no way votes matter in the state of California. Newsom got recalled twice.
California took what? 3 weeks?
Yeah, because
they
Trump
took their
won.
time. They were
Maybe
like, you know what? Yeah.
Did they ever
Because
finish?
Trump fucking won. Voting doesn't matter because it's rigged in these ugly, corrupt blue states, and people in Illinois should feel the same way.
We do. It sucks here. We're basically held hostage by Cook County.
I would rather live in California. People in Illinois are like, oh, you're from California, and I'm like, dude.
So, but a serious question though, how far out are you from mask mandates?
Me?
California is under a state of emergency.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No one cares. No one cares.
He did that Friday?
I still see people. I saw a moron in their car yesterday with the mask on. No one else in the car.
I work for NASA.
That's called a genius there, Neo. Come on.
I work for state-funded like college universities. I work for NASA. I work for all these state-funded like places, and no, they're not worried or anything. We do
Well, that's
whatever the
because
fuck
they're
we
all
want.
Indian and they just eat with their hands.
That's true. We have better immune systems, is what you're saying.
Exactly. You got to fight the plague out in California still, so I trust you guys are able to take it.
Dude, it's happened to me 2 times already. Where
Oh, the
like,
plague? I'm sorry.
no, it has. I feel a little sick. I go, oh, I don't feel good. I'm under the weather, and then people go like, yeah, that's why I got my flu shot. Like, I'll bounce back. I'll bounce back in a week, and I'm like, I bounce back in a day. Like, go fuck yourself. I have an immune system.
Sparta, what state are you based out of?
He's from Illinois, too.
Oh, he's an Illinois boy. Okay.
Nah,
I think
no one in
that
California
doesn't
wears
surprise
masks.
me.
I think I've had 2 flu shots in my life.
I don't mean to make it racist. The only people that wear masks in California are Asians, and I don't really care what they do because they've kind of always been doing that.
And Paul out here shilling his mini meetup, his mini Midwest
assuming
meetup.
that's meant to say mini, not Mimi.
Yeah, it says
Mimi.
Mimi
The Mimi
meetup.
meetup.
Let's go
Paul
to
is
Mimi's,
in
bro.
love with the fat chick from the Drew Carey show.
From the Drew Carey show, yeah.
I love Mimi.
We all dress up as Mimi from the Drew Carey show to go
Yes.
play arcade
Yeah.
games. That's a great idea, Paul. Work
At
on
Paul's
this.
meetup, you all have to dress up as Mimi to
I'll
go
dress
play
up.
the arcade
do
games
it.
at the Galloping Ghost Arcade at the end of January. No date, but I'm sure just stay posted to his channel and he'll have that information for you.
I believe it was the 25th.
Nice.
Yeah, the 25th.
I have a Mimi lookalike contest.
Mimi.
I want pictures of the Mimi lookalike content.
I know what I said.
Oh, Jason can't make it though, Paul. We gotta have another one with him now.
Aw.
I said it.
A Mimi meetup. So before we get into the all the Psyop goodness, we have some rare unedited footage of Hillary Clinton being awarded some dumb shit from Joe Biden.
Oh,
Alright.
I just thought we just needed to live in this moment and appreciate everything.
what the
that Hillary
hell is
Clinton
that
has
creature
done.
right there in the back? What is
I don't-
that
I don't
thing?
know.
Oh,
I don't know.
God, I think it's scarier than
What
Joe
is that
Biden.
woman beneath
the
her too? What's
Costa
going
Nu.
on here?
Oh my
It's
God.
Costa Nu, the
Oh.
Jedi archive.
Oh yes, it is.
This is what like inbreeding
Oh,
looks like, just on a stage.
We just need to take a moment and recognize all the great things Hillary Clinton has done for this country.
Look at all these leaders for black people.
Exactly.
Look at all these people who call black people to help.
Yes. Who's gonna fix your toilets now, Republicans?
Can't plaster it.
Oh God.
That's pretty funny. I did not see that coming.
That's a Dragon Age we should have gotten.
That's funny.
Wonderful.
That
So
is great.
unfortunate. My aunt looks so much like her.
Oh, she has devil horns too.
Yeah, and if I know if I ever said that to her, yes, if I ever said that to her, she would kill me.
Oh yeah, I was killing one of those monsters earlier on my Witcher playthrough.
That's funny.
It does. It looks like a necker.
Yeah, the big necker.
You gotta
Necker lives
enunciate,
matter.
you gotta enunciate that necker word a little better.
Yeah.
Gotta get the cur correctly.
Oh, I said we should start a basketball team called the Neckerbockers. I think you missed that.
It's close enough without needing the change.
Gosh, they did that at my little brother-in-law's school. They chose what team they wanted to be for their basketball team, and they chose the Knicks. And I'm like, you could still have a team called the Knickerbockers, and they're like, what did you just say? All the moms, and I'm just like, that's the name of the team. What do you mean?
Yeah, the New York Knickerbockers.
Yes.
So Kel says that our Twitter algorithm must be pretty similar, except mine's gotten gay over the past few days. I get all like these random like clips of movies that I've never seen before, and they're all like, "Ooh, what's this?" And I'm like, shut
That was going to be like gay porn. You were about to say.
No,
You get all
it's
this
not
gay
gay
porn
porn.
clips. I don't know why.
I get all these dicks in my timeline. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know.
I just went on Twitter and I was just about to brag how awesome mine is because I just get video games and like pictures of Nico Lol and sports. The second I open Twitter, this is what I get.
Is it gay porn?
Yes.
Oh god damn it!
How
yes.
hot is it?
What the F is this?
Oh, I saw this earlier too.
I was like, what the fuck?
So
Yeah, the For
someone
You
is-
tab is
someone- so all right.
definitely like the best
I'm gonna-
joy in the world.
I'm going to
I
share
agree.
this with the chat here. Someone is in the middle of getting their tailbone realigned.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Gosh,
No, that's, ancient Chinese massage.
This is a special chiropractor
It's an Indian woman.
you have to go to school for. And
She's
actually,
not afraid of what? Cracking.
this is
This just makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't think you had to show it.
that's the 0.1% that Elon and Vivek are looking
Dear
for.
God.
That's the happiness that you need in life.
Call them NECAs. I'm gonna start calling them NECAs my next playthrough. My NECA.
It's a truly,
You know what?
truly.
This is funny. So the Brazilian here says presidential awards are pointless. Our president gave one to his wife on the first year of the mandate.
Wow,
what?
I'm sure she earned it
Biden gave Denzel Washington an award yesterday.
for kissing a man.
He gave other Hollywood people awards. He gave George Soros award that his son came and picked up in his honor because I don't know if George Soros is actually allowed in the country.
Interesting. He's
I
probably
don't know that for
too
sure.
afraid to come. Too afraid to come in. And
Also,
find
I
out.
heard he might be a vegetable
He could be.
because that's like he was, he's fucking old, and he just this last year gave over all of his stuff to his son Alex Soros, who is dating Huma Abedin.
I just believe that George Soros is a devil who just soul transfers to a younger vessel. So he's actually his son right now.
Probably. I think Oprah did the same thing.
Prayers up for Vexsphere. He has to go to the chiropractor tomorrow.
Oh, you're gonna get an India woman to do a little special massage?
Tailbone realignment.
Nice. Tell me how it goes.
Well, she's gonna walk on his back. They're just small enough.
She ain't like that small.
All right. Who has been paying attention to the Cybertruck Trump Tower bombing thing?
I saw there was a new angle of that released today.
As of today, a new angle of the explosion.
I haven't heard anything
The
in last
aftermath.
couple
I was
days.
Yeah, I was watching this guy I follow called Depressed Ginger is the YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
Depressed Ginger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brilliant channel name.
it is.
Uh,
It's
Has
good.
he been race swapped yet?
not yet.
No,
I actually want to hit him up to get him on my show because I think he's funny.
that'd be cool.
But
I need to name your
I
channel.
was like half watching it, half kind of out of it because I was raging at Brothership. But he was talking about this a little bit.
do you know what the new angle like? Could you? What?
Like I said, I
show
was-
anything?
Yeah, he had a video up on his channel, like he was showing it. But like I said, I was half in, half out. So that's
Okay.
all I could contribute right now.
So, what about Shock Neo? Have you heard anything about the manifestos? What information do you guys have?
Just that I very much didn't buy that he released a little manifesto and then more stuff on Twitter. I was saying like, well, actually, this is the person who apparently released it. I'm like, yeah, that makes fucking sense. There's no way. This is one of those things where it seems way too planned, and then you see something on the news, and then you see people say differently on Twitter, and it's like, dear God, you just need to let more time pass before you can actually evaluate what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the video of it exploding, and that's about it. I don't really know much about anything about other than like the guy was in the military and was
Yes.
supposedly a Trump supporter, which makes no sense. That's about it.
Bullshit. Never bought that.
So, the guy who was in the truck when it blew up was a Trump supporter. If that was actually the guy, it's really hard to say because when this all started, they said let me see if I got the picture. Not the picture of him, but when everything happened, they said that his body was burned beyond recognition but they were able to find his ID that didn't burn at all, and so they knew.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah. Well,
That-
actually,
That makes a whole lot of sense.
the truck was intact. Actually, it was just the engine that blew up. So I don't believe that the body was burned at all.
And so, so okay, we'll get there. But after they said that, they also said he shot his head off with a Desert Eagle 50 cal before the explosion even happened.
Oh, that's where that meme comes from? Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering where that, like, everyone was talking about Desert Eagles for some reason one day, and I was like, what's going on here? Did I miss something?
Yeah, so there's a charred Desert Eagle that they found in the car. And they said that he actually shot himself in the head before the explosion. But I don't have the video. People have played it. As a matter of fact, Asmongold even played it on his channel. If you play this video, YouTube tells people that you have to give permission to YouTube to play the video because it's age restricted or whatever. But there's a video where the guy looks to be clearly awake right as the bomb's going off.
I mean, I feel like you would. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you would have saw like are the windows are bulletproof, aren't they?
The whole thing's bulletproof.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
I guess I don't buy it because it's one of those weird reporting things where I don't trust the authorities reporting this shit. But I haven't seen that closer angle though. So they're flagging people that watch that video, or
No. An Asmongold video popped up and it told me that I had to click on it to play it, and it was like blacked out. I was like, "What the hell? I've never seen this."
Sign
before.
in order to view
No,
it. Right?
it wasn't even sign in. I was already signed in and everything. It was just I was working. YouTube's playing on the background. It was some autoplay thing.
That's one of those things. Yeah.
And I had just never seen this before. I had to click in the frame. All it said was like something among the lines of like, "Are you sure you want to watch this? Click here."
I've never seen that either.
And my guess is because he showed that video of him being alive as the bomb was going off. So you guys have no interest in reading about the UFO email?
no, I missed that.
Wait,
There's
His
another one.
manifesto.
I haven't. No, dude, I didn't look into that at all.
does he?
Well,
now it's the UFOs that cause him to blow
Jesus,
up,
yeah,
blow
this
himself up?
that. Jesus.
So the manifesto, okay, not technically UFOs, but his science fiction thing. All right, I'll pull this up. So this is from the podcast. There's this quote unquote manifesto. I don't know if I call it a manifesto, but this manifesto is what came out on the podcast last week with those two
What
bald dudes.
podcast?
Sean Ryan's podcast, which I guess is like the second most popular podcast on Spotify or something.
Who's Sean Ryan?
I don't know who that is.
Exactly. But he has the second most popular podcast on Spotify somehow. And he's a big conservative voice, I guess. A lot of people say that he's
Number 2 behind the Call Me Daddy podcast, right?
There you go.
oh yeah.
With Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
I figured he was probably number 1.
You just wanted the Talk Tua podcast to be.
I want that
Oh,
to come back.
God.
She is our queen.
So you see, Kel's saying Cybertruck driven by remote to the tower with cold body in the driver's seat. If I have that video somewhere, I will send that to you, Kel, and I'll see what you think.
Is that the,
Yeah, I
is
did
that
hear
the new
that.
conspiracy?
It's obviously like, how come all of these videos, all the videos, no matter what angle from this car, is like 240p resolution? Like,
It's
you know
like,
what I mean?
It's still all the videos of UFOs are always like, or Bigfoot.
Or Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Jinx.
You're gonna tell
Yeah.
me Trump Tower didn't fucking spend a little extra money for some fucking high-res security cams?
Hey, man, he had to pay to fight lawsuits. I can understand this.
But he also might need some shit to make sure that no one tries to kill his ass when he's visiting.
But yeah, I did hear that it's possible that he actually is still alive and they put a dead body in the car and blew it up, and that's,
yeah, exactly.
it's burned beyond recognition because it's somebody who was already dead.
So
But
Sparta,
why?
Sparta's calling me out here. UFOs or drones. So he was talking about
I
drones.
think so,
I
too.
misused. It is the drones, but he says that they use gravitic propulsion systems,
Ravidic.
Okay.
sort of gravity drive type thing. That's why I call the UFOs.
So kind of like the Goy fields that they are talking about too.
Huh?
It's a Jew joke.
I don't know anything about any Goy fields. Is shock?
I think that went over everyone's head.
Is
then.
shock in the Goy field?
I don't get it.
It's like the Jewish space lasers. That's what I was saying.
Oh no, they have a moon base.
They got a
I
moon
was
base.
told the Jews have a moon base and the Nazis have a base in Antarctica.
I thought the Nazis also have a moon base because I saw a movie called Iron Skies.
No. That is the mirrored universe type thing.
Oh,
No, Antarctica, there's the outpost of the ancients. They use it to fight the gold.
well, I was going to be confused because I don't know how the Jews and the Nazis share the moon. It seems like they would be at war a little bit more.
No, the Nazis are below the ground in Antarctica, and that's why no one can go there.
Well, I thought it was because Antarctica is actually the ice wall. And it's keeping out the White Walkers. And if that's why we got to stop global warming, because when the ice wall melts, not only will we all drown because the Earth is flat,
Yes,
but we'll have to deal with White Walkers.
that is part of the problem.
True.
Is that if you do go too far into Antarctica, you will fall off the Earth. So, yeah.
But I was also told that the Earth is hollow.
That's where Godzilla lives.
That's
That's-
how. Yeah,
That's where all the kaijus live.
That's where all the lizard people come from.
And the mole people, they made a deal with them to live in West Virginia.
There you go.
Yes. Now the Earth can still be flat and hollow at the same time.
It's just a very thick flat.
Yes.
I'm just asking questions.
I'm just asking questions.
Oh,
What were we talking about again?
talking about this guy. Like, okay, so I'm gonna pull up this email. We'll go.
There you go.
I'm a little surprised you guys didn't hear anything about this. So supposedly this guy sent this the bomber.
What is that? An email for ants?
It's a fucking screenshot. Hold on. Let me try something here. We'll do this. Open image, a new tab, and then I can zoom over.
I just love how this header is like
Much better.
on the tweet is like Sean. What's this guy's? Sean. What's the guy's name?
Ryan?
Sean something or other.
Sean Ryan's
Sean Ryan,
Cybertruck email.
Email and Cybertruck update. So this
I'm not
guy-
under duress or hostile influence. Of course, that's what you would say.
Right. So, okay, we'll just go through this quickly. So the supposed Cybertruck bomber supposedly sent this to the guest that was on the Sean Ryan show. Now, a big thing, if you notice quickly, the internet sleuths out there are like, why is there a spell check on a received email? Well, the guy who claimed to have this video has an 8-minute video explaining what happened. You can go watch that on your own if you want. Something. But so here's what the bomber has to say, right? In case I do not make it to my decision point or to the Mexico border, I am sending this now. Please do not release until January 1st and keep my identity private until then. First off, I am not under duress or hostile influence or control. My first car is a 2006 Ford Mustang V6 for verification. So some internet fucking
Nice, bro.
autist went out and found out that this guy, something Berg, never owned a 2006 Ford Mustang. Now, there were some people who went to high school with him and said he had a 98 Mustang, but that's nothing like the 2006. So getting that mixed up is weird. But also, if you're making this email up, you would think they would get it right.
Why would, if you didn't know what the actual year was, why would you specify the year, not just say a black Ford Mustang?
So already we're weird. And then also keep in mind, I am not under duress or hostile influence.
I just think it was
Of
funny. He
course.
had to say it was a V6 just to flex on everyone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'd totally do the same with my Honda.
talk about your V6 Honda.
Well,
Fuck
didn't
yeah.
the Mustang also come in a V8? So that would be like reverse flexing.
Oh, you're right. Poor
Yeah.
flexing. But
So
Daddy,
okay,
it's only the V6.
I say Berg because Berg was the last name. It's like the first syllable of his last name. It's Burgles
Burgles.
liver or something. I don't know
The
what it is,
Hamburglar.
but it's the Hamburglar, and so I just call him Berg because that's what he went by on some reality TV show he was on.
Not Goldberg, right?
Yes, Rune Goldberg.
Oh, damn.
I don't know what I just said.
But he's a
So
skater.
what we have been seeing with the drones. So this all goes back to the drones.
Oh, that was Glifberg.
Is the operational use of gravitic propulsion systems powered aircraft by most recently China in the East Coast, but throughout history, the US. Only we in China have this capability. Our operation center location for this activity is in the box below. So China has been launching them from the Atlantic from submarines for years. But this activity recently has picked up as of now. It's just a show of force, and they're using it similar to how they use the balloons for signal interception. And I don't know what ISR is.
ISR, at least from what I've gathered from, they use that a lot in the show SEAL Team. It's basically like a Overwatch, like a drone.
Okay. Which are also part of the integrated comm system. There are dozens of those balloons in the air at any given time. So now we're going all the way back to the China balloon from what, 2 years ago, 2.5 years? I want to say that was
2 years ago?
Dude, it's been a while.
Oh my goodness. Time really is just flying.
And they let that whole son of a bitch fly across the whole country.
Almost February. January to February 2023. So almost 2 years ago.
That's so insane. I thought it was last year.
And then we got this weird grammar here. The so what is because of the speed and stealth of the unmanned AC. They are
Angry
the
Canadian?
most dangerous threat to national security that has ever existed. They basically have unlimited payload capacity and can park it over the White House if they wanted. It's checkmate. USG needs to give the history of this, how we are employing it and weaponizing it, how China is employing them, and what the way forward is. China is poised to attack anywhere in the East Coast.
Did I fucking write this? This feels like something I would write.
So that previous sentence, like Godzilla had a stroke and died trying to read this.
Yeah.
Okay, so the guy's name is Matthew Livelsberger, and he went by Matt Berg on that show.
Livelsberger?
Yeah, Livelsberger. I was close when I called him Berg Liver.
Oh, that's a great name, Livelsberger. That just sounds like a villain from like a Batman comic. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say like a Scooby-Doo villain.
Exactly.
So I'm just gonna read this last squared section here.
Mr. Livelsberger? And I would have gotten away with it. It was a few meddling kids.
We got
Jesus.
He goes on to
These
say,
are not real names.
This is fake. This whole thing is fake. I'm
Fake
hoping
news.
this is so that's why I said is everything a psyop. This is a psyop to want people to try and get into a war with China.
Mm.
All right. Let's get to this box circled in red.
So I'll just read this part here. I've been followed for over a week now from likely Homeland or FBI, and they are looking to move on me and are unlikely going to let me cross into Mexico, but won't because they know I am armed and have a massive VBIED. So that's a vehicle fucking explosion, a vehicle boom boom. I've been trying to maintain a very visible profile and have kept my phone, and they are definitely digitally tracking me. Okay. This is like I have kept my
Tracking you, then
phone,
why
and
would
they
you
are
keep your
digitally,
phone?
and they're definitely digitally tracking me. Like this doesn't. I don't know what the hell that kind of sentence is. This is something like a ninth grader. A 9-year-old.
I think this guy was
If
just
you're gonna do
mentally
something-
disturbed. That's what I'm starting.
Totally.
If you were gonna do something and you knew that they were tracking you, why would you keep your phone?
Exactly.
I,
But also, he was driving a Tesla where they were going to be able to track his ass anyways. Because as a lot of people finally found out because of this, so many people were like, wait, you mean it's recording me the whole time? Yes, motherfuckers, they've been doing that the whole time.
yeah. Are you shocked?
Like, where have you been?
The car can drive itself sometimes. Are you shocked they could track you?
Yeah.
Right.
That guy definitely was on like 5 Quaaludes and then just had text to speech when he wrote that. That's what I'm guessing.
So this is a great point. Kel says gravity drives could propel us to the stars at faster than light speeds. Now, don't you think maybe Elon might be aware of this and he wouldn't be working on all the shit he's been working on?
Yeah, if we have gravity drives, then why are we still launching
Or at
rockets?
least he would have like an inkling of an idea where he like maybe would be not as focused on that, just waiting for that kind of stuff to come out. You know, I don't know. Not a big fan of Elon, but he's not a retard.
I'm a fan, just really disappointed, I guess.
I just don't really care. He's a billionaire. They all are
Yeah,
weird
right.
people.
Yeah.
Well, and what's so funny to me is that the leftists are finally saying what I was saying to him before he ever went all MAGA. And it's like, this guy is just taking advantage of the system.
Mm-hmm.
He
Like
hasn't
every
done
billionaire.
anything. He hasn't done anything. He's just taking advantage of the system. And now all the leftists are onto it after they were sucking his dick for the last 6 years or whatever.
Yeah, I just think this reinforces the point that America has a horrible mental health crisis.
Yes. Oh my God. You want to see a perfect example of the American mental health crisis?
Sure.
Watch the Beast games on Amazon.
Oh,
Oh
God.
no.
That was our homework. That was so horrific, apparently, that it canceled it.
I canceled it.
Why would you do this to people? Why do you do these terrible things to your friends?
So
He
what?
resented.
I don't. Based on what you're saying, I don't want to see it. But what's the gist of whatever this is that you're talking
People
about?
are fucking sad, man.
Oh, here. So it's a game show, right, for Mr. Beast.
Yeah, it's
that
a Mr. Beast game show on Amazon. It's this massive game show. The winner gets
just
$5
want the
million.
money. Like,
And
if
these
you want to,
They get how
5
much?
million.
they're not
Okay.
even happy to be on the game show. It's not like The Price is Right. If you lost the first round, you'd be like, dude, I was on TV. I was on The Price is Right. This is awesome.
These people are crushed when they lose. Like snot running,
what
crying,
Kind of.
just apps. And it's the dudes too. It's not just the women. There's dudes that are just bawling when they get kicked out.
Like, what kind of game show is it?
It's like
Is
Squid
it
Games,
a
right?
test of physical
Basically.
skills?
So yeah,
Squid
it's
Games,
supposed to be
dude.
like Mr. Beast's version of Squid Games, right? No one dies, but you
Okay.
know, it's like there's a lot of like self-sacrifice stuff. So like the very first game, there's like 80 people lined up in these columns, like 6 or 7 columns, right?
Oh.
And the first part was like, all right, I've got $100,000 here. You can leave now and come take this money. But you know, if 20 people come, then everyone gets, what is it, like $5,000 or however that breaks down. I'm not doing the math right now. But you know, however many people come, you have to split it evenly. And then after that, they did another thing where they had to build a tower out of these foam blocks. And then if your tower fell, you were out. But after that one, they did another one where someone in your row, instead of the columns, they went by the rows, had to self-sacrifice and just sit out. Like just say, like, I'm not going to do it anymore for nothing. And if that actually, no, this was the column. So if that column didn't have anyone that self-sacrificed, they'd all be gone at the end of the time limit. And it's just all these weird psychological games, but the
Okay.
people are fucked. Like there's this one dude who's saying it was God's will that he won all these things that he's won so far. And then like there was this moment where he was like literally giving a sermon and like praying in front of the whole group of people. And this other one was all like, he doesn't talk to God, he doesn't hear from God. You want to know why? Because I've been talking to God my whole life. And like just all this weird like
Christ.
catty bullshit. And I think it's just a perfect example of the mental health crisis in America.
Sounds about
Okay.
right.
It's pretty disgusting.
Oh,
All right. Not as bad as what I was expecting.
So we got video of Liversburger. I'm just going to call him that from now on. This is him supposedly charging his Tesla in Kingman, Arizona. The city I have been through many times. Waste of space, in my opinion, but it's fine. Now, does this look like a guy who might be worried about the FBI following him? He looks drunk.
hey, look, he's got a black cat T-shirt on. You know he's up to no good.
You're right, dude. How fucking spot on is that? He picked up the shirt as he picked up his fireworks for this whole thing. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Tell me how not serious you are.
this is great. I just can't get over that black cat T-shirt, man.
So I don't know. I'm guessing this is on the car.
Yeah, like that.
Looks,
had to
I
be
would
fun.
assume so. Yeah. The hell is that?
What the hell was that?
Flashlight.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some sort of weird flashlight.
I wonder how we got this and we don't have any of the rest of it. Like, where's the recording of him driving up to Trump Hotel?
Because apparently they got everything.
So, and when? How far before was this?
This would have been the day before, I believe,
Okay.
Kind of sucks. His final meal was Carl's Jr.
because Kingsman is only
Better than Jack in the
an hour and a
Box.
half from Vegas.
Is it?
Hey,
That's the only reason why I've ever been to Kingsman is because I have to drive through it to get to Vegas.
So it's an hour and a half from Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not terrible drive. So yeah, what did he do? Because you said this was the day before. What time of night was this taken? Was it early morning or late at night?
Not sure what time. Not sure the time. I just know it was the day before. So he probably got there, crashed wherever he crashed at. And then I don't what time was the explosion actually at? Was it in the morning, noon? It,
Thought it was in the
definitely not
morning.
evening.
That was early.
Yeah, he must have crashed and or you know what? Maybe he slept in the truck while it charged. But I don't know. He doesn't seem he doesn't seem very nervous in that video. I'm trying to find. I've got Oh yeah, so this is another weird thing. He went to the wrong Las Vegas.
The wrong Las Vegas.
He went to the wrong Las Vegas. So he's from Colorado Springs.
It looks like the Cybertruck exploded about 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
He went to Las Vegas, New Mexico.
So, and then he went to Las Vegas, New Mexico.
I didn't even know there was a Las Vegas, New Mexico.
News to me as well. Jeez.
And then so he sent the email right around the New Mexico Arizona border. Because he was actually going to meet up. He wanted to try and meet up with the Sean Ryan dude.
You're serious? There is a
In
Las
Flagstaff.
Vegas, New Mexico. I didn't know that either.
I didn't either. I knew of a Las Cruces.
Fucking thought he was lying.
We're learning a lot today, folks. Here.
Sure are.
Hey, have a good night, Sparta.
Have a good night, man.
Later, Spartacus.
And
Good night,
yes,
Sparta.
Elon is an autistic fig. I agree with that.
Oh yeah.
That's insulting to figs because figs are actually delicious.
I don't clip me, but I love figs. They're delicious.
Well, now that you said don't clip me, we're gonna have to clip it.
Well, you
They're
know what to do,
delicious.
boys.
All right, an hour 20.
Gotta eat prickly pear jam.
Fig
I love
jam is
prickly
good.
pear
man.
jam.
Not
So do
gonna
you.
lie.
What are you talking about?
And he likes it. You're embarrassed about it though.
No, I'm not.
Are you embarrassed of figs? Is that what you're saying here,
Are
Stanley?
you
I've
afraid of figs
I've
in your
also
face?
openly admitted that at the right place, and it has to be the right place because I can't have the cheap ones. I'll have a prickly pear margarita too.
Oh, look at this.
Ooh, that sounds bomb.
We're
Actually,
starting to get some more background lore here. Your Twitter's full of gay stuff. You like figs?
It wasn't gay stuff. it's
Butthole
just dumb-
massage.
This was your exact words. You're like, my Twitter's full of gay stuff.
It's full of gay movie clips. Like these people are like, "What movie is this from?"
Uh
It's
huh.
like,
Oh,
That's
they
not
would-
helping anymore.
Like they would call this woke or something like that.
there's no
Those are
dicks. It's
annoying.
usually a giant pair of big tits
Mm,
Oh, well, how's that gay?
yeah.
Wait a minute.
because
Alright,
it's
alright.
fucking pointless. It's just stupid engagement horseshit.
Wait a minute. Are the tits on a
Some
woman or on a
engagement
man?
stuff's fine.
Do the tits have a dick attached to them? Is that what we're talking about here? Is that why they're gay?
It's
Mm.
usually above the waist. The clip is.
All right, there we
Static
go.
is giving me like Skinner in Vietnam vibes. It's like, stop talking about the woman. Go back to the candy bar.
Cloud got it. Good job, Cloud.
Nice.
Make sure to disseminate that around the internet spheres.
Yeah, what did you say, Shock?
What did I say?
He said he loves figs.
Oh,
I've,
the fruit.
I've never tried figs because I
Is it
fucking
a
hate
fruit?
Fig Newtons. Fig Newtons.
Yeah, figs are a fruit. Wait,
I
you've
mean,
had a fig Newton, so then you've had figs.
so then you don't like them.
Okay.
Okay.
What I meant, I've never had like just a straight up fig.
Well, if you don't like fig
Yeah.
Newtons, you won't like figs.
I
If
fucking,
if you've had a fig Newton, that's what a fig tastes like, just minus the extra sugary cake.
Breading.
Yeah,
disgusting.
They're good.
they're great.
Mhm.
They're all right. I haven't had
Hey,
one.
Cash.
Hello, Cash.
What's up, Cash?
Hello.
Don't go back like 45 seconds.
We're just talking about how much Shaka loves figs.
So,
Yeah.
do you guys want to now read the manifesto that the FBI released that they found in the vehicle? I believe.
That
Let's do it.
exploded where
Wait.
the man.
Oh, wait, no, it was
supposedly
on his phone.
died.
So
I was
that's
gonna
right.
say
Yeah, I was
they
gonna
found
say-
it in the
Get this
vehicle where the
information.
body was burned beyond recognition.
Yes. They were able to get this information off of the phone that was inside the Tesla that burned his body beyond recognition.
Yeah, we sure believe you, FBI.
Right.
Yes. Let's see what
Let's
the
read
FBI has cooked
Oh,
up.
you know what? I'm going to do the thing again. Hold on. Let me.
No,
open
this is bigger, so we can see it.
Yeah, but it looks small on my screen.
You're gonna read it to us anyway.
No. All right.
Shut up. So it starts off with, "We are the United States of America, the best country people to ever exist.
Hell yeah.
Country
But right
people
now, we are
forever. Okay,
terminally
we'll
ill
find
and
out.
heading towards collapse.
Not hell yeah.
We are crumbling because of the lack of self-respect, morals, and respect for others. Greed and gluttony has consumed us. The top 1% decided long ago they weren't going to bring anyone else with them. You are cattle to them. We have strayed from family values and corrupted our minds, and I am a prime example of having it all, but it never being enough."
Colorado Springs makes sense.
Yeah. "A lot of us are just sitting around waiting to die. No sunlight, no steps, no fresh air, no hope." It's like he's been spying on me. "Our children are addicted to screens by the age of 2. Disgusting people. You don't have to live like that. Nope. Not in my
Yeah.
house.
No, same.
We are filling our bodies with processed foods. Our population is too fat to join the military, yet we are facing a war with China, Russia, North Korea, and Iran before 2030.
But the world will be underwater by then.
Yeah, and we'll be fighting
what
White
the hell?
Walkers.
Didn't you listen
Yeah.
to Greta? Jeez. And AOC. And Obama. And Al Gore.
Obama.
Obama.
We must take these actions if we are going to make it past the next few years in one piece. So
One
here's the
Piece is
call.
real.
Here's the
Just
call
remember.
of action. YouTube, I am reading a letter. I am not stating this as fact or giving directions. I am reading someone else's.
He's encouraging me.
We're just
He's
we're about,
encouraging terrorism.
The
we're just
FBI
about-
is radicalizing me.
We're just about
Static
to read Project,
radicalized me.
Fractured is not here. There's no FBI.
we're about to read Project 2025, right?
Yes, this is Project 2025. Get used to it, bitches. We must end the war in Ukraine with negotiated settlement. It is the only way. Okay.
Okay.
Focus on strength and winning. Masculinity is good and men must be leaders. Strength is a deterrent and fear is the product.
Can I just interject one thing real quick
go
here?
ahead.
I can't really take this seriously from a guy who blew himself up with fireworks.
Well, I mean, there was a lot of gas.
Supposedly. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Weeded out those in our government and military who do not idealize number two, the focus on strength. The income inequality in this country and cost of living is outrageous. The number of homeless on our streets is embarrassing and disgusting. Have some pride and take care of this.
Take care of this.
They've
Take care
never,
of this.
homelessness has never, ever been solved.
Says the NIMBY from Colorado Springs.
But like, is homeless ever? I mean, should it be? Because
It's
like,
not
if you're
due to
bleeding
income
freedom-
inequality.
Yeah,
Homelessness is a massive mental health issue.
Yeah, exactly. Just it's like people like, oh, there's all these vacant houses, put homeless people in, and that'll solve the problem. That doesn't solve the problem because
also
Yes.
how corrupt
it's
the
their
welfare
mentality,
state
not their
is.
not like they want to portray them as people currently experiencing homelessness. No, that's not what it is at all.
So I have been homeless twice in my life. And that was because of decisions I made. One, I was under the age of 18 and I quickly found a place for me to stay so I can keep going to school. That wasn't fucking hard.
Mhm.
The second time I intentionally moved to California with like $1,000 and slept in my car for a month until I found a place. It's
Real, the
possible
Hollywood
to be
story,
homeless
huh?
and not be retarded, but the mass majority of them are
Yeah.
sick.
So, Static, were you like a script writer? Is that what you're trying to tell everyone?
No,
He was a poll worker.
I played the guitar.
Oh, struggling musician. Got it.
Just struggling musician. Yeah.
You were hoping that you would find your Jack Black to your Kyle Gass just by playing on
Yeah.
Hamilton Beach or whatever it is.
I ended up getting fucked over because I retardedly lived in Huntington Beach and had to pay over $300 to split a room in an apartment. And
Oh God.
yeah, I was working like 60 hours a week to meet my bills, and then my car died.
You were living the shitty lifestyle of a Californian.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh geez, I am so sorry.
But I was at that beach every fucking day as I wasn't working.
That's like
one
the
day
plus side about living in California, at least, if you live in that area.
That was a big reason why I went, because I love the beach.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
homeless
anyhow-
people used to go to the beach. Like all the homeless areas used to be in the beach, and so they started hanging out. Like they had to offer free needles and shit. And like
Oh, that's
iPhones
the
to get
worst
out of
thing
the
ever.
beach. Because that's where all the homeless people were. Most homeless people in California were very kumbaya. They would see a guy walking in the suit and be like, "You're a slave, man. I'm free. I sleep on the beach and I eat out of the garbage."
Yeah, the homeless
No,
people
very
in Florida are the same way too. They live under the docks.
Yeah, like dock homeless. Very
Yeah.
different.
Scary at night, but during the day, they're fun people.
Yeah, I agree.
So we carry on. The
Thank you,
income
Cloud.
inequality. Stop obsessing over diversity. We are all diverse, and DEI is a cancer. Thankfully, we rejected the DEI candidate and we'll have a real president instead of a weekend at Bernie's. Notice how he properly capitalized the title of weekend at Bernie's. There's more to this. Hold on.
So why did he blow himself up in front of Trump Tower again?
Yeah, it's like none of this leads me to someone who's gonna blow themselves up.
Yeah, it doesn't make really too much sense here.
So here we go. Fellow service members, veterans, and all Americans, time to wake up.
Time to wake up.
We are being led by weak and feckless leadership who only serve to enrich themselves. Military and vets move on DC starting now. Militias facilitate and augment this activity. Occupy every major road along the Fed buildings and the campus of Fed buildings by the hundreds of thousands. Lock the highways around down with semis right after everybody gets in. Hold until the purge is complete. Try peaceful means first. None of that sounds very peaceful. But be prepared to fight to get the Dems out of the federal government and military by any means necessary. They all must go, and a hard reset must occur for our country to avoid collapse.
A great reset.
Matt Liversberg, 18Z, 10th Special Forces Group.
Seems legit.
Yeah, I'm convinced, you know.
And so supposedly what they're running with is this guy blew himself up to bring attention to the need to do this for the military and the vets to move on.
Of course.
Just like the Vietnamese monks did to showcase the terrors of the Vietnam War.
Mm.
So
Or
here's
that one guy for the Palestinians. I forget his name.
that one guy for the Palestinians.
Yeah, the guy who lit himself on fire. That all the leftists were like praising.
I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah. The white guy.
Exactly. So he did such a good job. No one remembers him.
No one remembers.
That's right. The fucking human candle. Yeah, I'll never remember his name, but I forgot about that dude. And then Kel brings up a interesting. He's like, I haven't heard anything controversial yet. What do we want to get controversial about?
This is normal shit. I've heard nothing but the truth.
You're right. Telling the military and the vets to move on DC right now and occupy all the federal buildings and
Base.
literally tie off DC from the rest of the country. That's not radical at all.
No.
There's no people living there.
Constitutional.
Yeah.
How can it be radical if it's in the Constitution?
That is radical.
It's not as good as Uncle Ted, but you know, I'll say it's a good solid C.
Oh, he tweeted it.
I've been radicalized by static. I'm gonna at Team YouTube and say that. I'm gonna at Team YouTube at Static 2020 radicalize
Oh,
me.
shit, I forgot to tweet out the show. So you've been immortalized.
Yeah.
Shock.
What? Flame on. I love figs. I love figs. I love figs. I love figs.
That's a perfect length too.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Cloud.
It's gonna be like, and the fucking homosexuals are ruining Hollywood. I love figs.
It's the I have a gay friend or a black friend.
I have a black friend. Yeah.
I love
Okay. I love figs. I'm not a homophobe. I love figs.
Can't be gay.
Now
Best friends are gays.
I see what
Yeah.
Kel wants to do. Kel just wants to go kill bugs. Says if the military took control, we'd get the Federation from Starship Troopers. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
I'm doing my part.
Kel just wants to
doing
kill
my part.
bugs.
Man, I would never want to go fight giant bugs like that. Are you crazy?
Right.
I'm like, forget this.
I think Kel missed his calling to being an orchid man.
Oh, no.
He's born in the wrong time.
What if there
You know
was
what
a
I mean.
movie where like all the career politicians like experimented on themselves to be super soldiers, but then they just turned into these like alien bugs, and then they took
Oh,
over
I was
the world?
like, until you went to the alien bugs part, I'm like, Senator Armstrong.
Right? Yeah, exactly. But
Good
making
old
a whole
days
bit
after
wrong.
9/11.
So you know when you kill a bug, you actually kill a career politician. It feels better.
Like that scene in Men in Black when he's stepping on all the cockroaches.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that your auntie?
Yeah.
Oh, that must mean that's your uncle.
Auntie.
I'm trying to find this other thing that I had. I don't know why it's not here.
It's like, if you're fighting bugs, why would you send people down to the surface and not just nuke them from space?
I think they explained that actually. It's because they were getting shot out of the sky.
Wait, what?
Oh, I mean, yeah, they were shooting
Oh.
stuff up into space, but like you could still fly around it and drop nukes on them.
There you go. Fly
It's a false
around.
flag, though. That's just remember.
Where the fuck did that go?
I want to watch Starship Trooper now.
Oh, I'm in the wrong fucking.
I know, it's been a minute. I'm gonna watch it again.
I watched it
I actually
earlier
watched
this year
it back
after
when-
Helldivers came out,
Yeah, that's what I did the same thing when Helldivers came out. I went and watched it. I'm like, I need to
or
watch this.
last year.
We watched it on the Fellowship Discord. They have a movie night every weekend. Originally, it was just to show Cloud all the classics that he hasn't seen, and most of them I was just like, "Cloud, you haven't seen it?" And I'm like, "I haven't seen it in like 6 years, probably." Like, I gotta rewatch all these movies. It's been forever.
Where the fuck is it?
But you have
There
seen
we
it.
go.
That's the important part.
Yes.
So everything that we get. about
Okay,
the
Kel
Cybertruck-
answered the question. And
What's
they
that?
They don't penetrate deep enough into the planet to get all the non-surface dwelling bugs.
That
That makes sense.
Oh,
It makes sense that they're all underground.
Well, I mean, that's where all the bugs live, right?
in the bushes.
So all the Cybertruck stuff, every bit of information we get, it's all horseshit.
That's what
question-
I'm saying. I'm so confused.
The question I have for you guys: if Kash Patel becomes the FBI director, and if we get Tulsi Gabbard as the director of national intelligence, do we get a real story?
I don't know.
No.
My issue with Cash is it's not actually relevant at all to him being, director of the FBI, because I remembered why I hated him on Tim Pool. He often defended like U.S. Marine bases, like occupying other countries. Like he actively defended that shit, and that's why I hate him ever since. And then when he got like picked for the job, I was just like, I hate this dude. I forgot why. And then I remembered. I'm like, well, if it's just internal, it may not affect that at all. As long as he's actually in. The thing is like anybody can say, yeah, I'm a man on a mission. I don't like the government. And then when you become a statesman, right? And then they whack you in the face and they go, all right, here's the plan. Like, you're not actually fucking in charge. You're going to do what we say. At what point do they twist your arm long enough to where you just play ball with them? So I guess my worries don't matter, but same with anything. Like, how deep can you possibly expect one influential, however influential they are, to actually penetrate the deep state like that? I don't even know if it's possible.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I just can't really get like my hopes high that any politician will ever actually do something for me in life.
That was the fractured answer to what I just said. But yeah.
Well, that's just the real truth of it. It's like, how many times do we get like inspired by people, and then like one week they're the worst thing since Adolf Hitler, and then the next week like they're the best thing since sliced bread.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Best
like
thing since Adolf Hitler.
no, I said the worst thing since Adolf Hitler.
Worst thing since sliced bread. What are you, a carnivore diet person?
Well, I'm just saying like you see online with all these like big MAGA influencers and stuff like that. One week they love Thomas Massey, and then the next week they want Thomas Massey like removed from office.
Right.
Yeah. Well, are you talking about Cat Turd?
Talking about all of them. it
Cat
seems
turds,
like,
yeah,
man.
it's a little different. It's because they don't go far enough. They don't like. But I'm trying to think of
Turd's
any
a
better
bitch.
example. Yeah, he turned into a bitch quick.
He ran over his dog, so there's that.
Because he's a cat. He doesn't
Really?
like dogs.
Yeah, I guess
Wow.
he was that 3 year Letterman coach guy, one of the best trolls online.
That guy's
Yes,
such a
yes.
troll.
He loves to always bring that up. Sometimes he'll be like, at least one of these people did run over their dog.
Yeah, like get your block quick. I've seen those.
That's good.
Yeah,
I
he
love
turned
David
pretty.
Letterman.
He turned pretty status pretty quick. He's annoying.
Well,
He's a boomer,
He
that's
just
why.
toes,
He's
he
a
just
boomer.
toes the line. He just toes the Trump line. Like
Yeah.
he's doesn't have a single fucking original thought in his brain.
No.
Right. But that's a lot of people online. It feels like though. It's just dead internet theories. Every day feels more and more real.
Hey, Vex is here.
Hi, Vex Electronica. I have to,
Hey,
I
Vex.
have to be specific now because there's another Vex.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's 2 Vexes.
I'm vexed by the Vexes.
So Vex actually had an interesting tweet earlier today. Being Canadian,
Gross.
she said something along the lines of like,
You.
just because Trudeau is quitting doesn't mean it's a good thing.
That's what I was saying, Vex,
The
bro.
Canadian conservatives are like liberal light.
No,
which is kind of how I feel about Trump.
that's what I said in the
Trump is a
beginning.
liberal. Let's be honest.
If progressive Canada wants Trudeau gone, it means someone more progressive is gonna take office. It's not a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Canadian politics, but it's like, okay, so who's going to take over for him then? Do they have like a vice president?
Even the entire
That's not how it works.
when everyone's in lockstep and everyone's in partisan, right? Everyone agrees this guy's got to go. It means the fucking progressives have a hand in it and they have a plan of what they're gonna do.
I do say I do like watching Canadian Parliament argue because it does make me laugh at how unserious this government is.
Oh yeah.
Why, Canada? Why do we let you be a country?
It feels
Dude,
like a bunch of like rich dads like trying to one up each other. It's hilarious.
The thing with Lauren Chen with the Canadian government is also really fucking weird. And it's basically like, hey, so you receive money from Russia, do you? And then they're like, hey, you receive money from Israel, don't you? And they go, we're talking about you, Lauren. You deal with terrorists. It's like, oh my God, this is a waste of fucking time for everybody.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, the guy that everyone thinks is going to be the next prime minister of Canada has some French faggy name.
If you're
Pierre.
French, you should ban
Pierre
all French
something or
people
other.
from fucking taking office in Canada. Just
The
stop.
French people are the based ones in Canada. That's the funny part.
It's because they're like Mexicans that have been eating tamales their whole life. They're
No,
like,
that's
no,
because they
I'm
don't want to
done
be
with it.
Canadian. That's why.
I don't want to be French anymore. Stop it. I want to be American.
They have like the whole Quebec separatist movement up there, basically like the south of Canada.
That's what I said. Yeah, they're tired of yeah.
So since it came up, you guys see what Trump had to say
Guys,
about Trudeau?
ready for the Canadian Civil War?
Oh yeah.
You
Who
guys see
wins the
what-
Canadian Civil War?
No one.
Yeah, no one.
Like, what is a Canadian Civil War? Is it just like what happens when the Vancouver Canucks lose the Stanley Cup Finals? They just burn down their city.
They go 50-50 on donuts that morning.
It's
They just go to Tim
someone,
Hortons and then they call each other hosers.
Yes.
And
someone bumps into someone else, and neither of them say sorry.
oh no,
Oh,
that's
sorry.
real serious.
No,
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
sorry. Eh? No,
Sorry.
I'm sorry. They just fight over who's sorry.
Sorry. Go ahead, Static.
Oh, you're good. So this is what Trump had to say about Trudeau stepping down. He said, many people in Canada love being the 51st state.
Yeah.
The
Let's do it.
The United States could no longer suffer the massive trade deficits. No, why did he capitalize that? And subsidies that Canada needs to stay afloat. Justin Trudeau knew this and resigned. If Canada merged with the US, there would be no tariffs, taxes would go way down, and they would be totally secure from the threat of the Russian and Chinese ships that are constantly surrounding them. Together, what a great nation it would be. No, stop. I don't want them.
I do. I welcome the Canadians.
That's just way too much shit going on. We got bigger fish to fry besides growing the size of this damn country.
No, we just deport them. That's all we do.
We're gonna deport all the. Where are we gonna put all the Canadians?
Well, we put the French people in Louisiana,
Okay.
and then we just deport the rest of California and just keep them all contained.
And just drill the ever living fuck out of Canada?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Actually, in my trade, we buy things from Canada a lot. And I had a boss basically say, like, oh my gosh, if these Trump tariffs force these like companies that we deal with to be competitive, that would be huge for us. Because everything costs the fucking same because of how their tariff system works. Now companies that should be competitive.
Kel.
Well, once again, our timelines are merging.
We're gonna get to that Fallout timeline eventually, boys.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Without the good music.
Yeah.
The stereo's
So-
gonna be like Drake or something. You're gonna walk through the wasteland with a Drake album.
And our robots will be twerking.
Oh no. They're gonna be sex bots.
Fucking Christ.
Hell yeah.
No twerking robots. So here's a video someone put together. If you want to, let me know if you want to pause it and say something.
Okay.
What if the United States, Mexico, and Canada became one country? If all three nations joined together to form a single country, they could call it CUM, or the United Nations of CUM, and it would instantly become the most powerful country in the world. Economically, this union would dominate with a GDP of over $28 trillion, making it the
serious
richest
video?
country on Earth.
Yes and no.
Bro, it's like every country if you fucking got rid of the government. What do you mean?
The US's $25 trillion economy would lead, boosted by Canada's energy resources and Mexico's manufacturing strength. Geographically, this supernation would span 21.66 million square kilometers, overtaking Russia as the largest country and nearly doubling Europe's size. From Canada's icy Arctic to Mexico's sunny beaches, it would feature unmatched diversity. The population
Who cares?
would soar to
Yeah.
nearly 500 million, ranking as the third most populous country behind only India and China. And with a defense budget of over 900 billion and 1.7 million active troops, it would command the world's most advanced and powerful military. So, would you want the US to form CUM and reshape the world?
I can't take this serious.
And yes, throwing Greenland just for fun. So I just randomly saw this video earlier today, and I was reminded of something when they started talking about the military. I was like, oh yeah, you know what? Justin Trudeau's been letting China come in there and fucking do military practices. And I'm like, what if Trump's like, we need Canada to get China the fuck out of there? Because he's going after the Panama Canal thing because of China's involvement in that.
What's their involvement with the Panama Canal?
Panama or what's China's involvement with Canada?
No, the canal.
Oh, so they have a good portion of I don't know if you call it ownership, but they run parts of the canal pretty much.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm just wondering if Trump's going all anti-China.
China. And I guess Canadian.
Well, it is the big ask, right?
Yeah.
Give us
So-
better trade deals or become part of our country.
Yeah. Very
Vex
much.
says if the U.S. were smart, they would invade us, not make some peaceful agreement and murk/imprison 90% of us, so you don't end up with 40 million people that vote like cow. That's what I'm saying. I don't want those voters. Now I don't know. I'm not promoting the murder of innocent
What are you
people who
saying,
vote like
Static?
fucking shitheads. But
Yeah, we don't want scalped Canadians. I will not pay you $10 per scalp. Okay.
I don't
Aw,
want
why not?
voters. I don't. Canada is essentially. If Canada was just one state, it would essentially have the same amount of votes as California, just a little shy, I believe.
Yeah, it's about the same people, man.
That's why I
And
said you
nowhere
deport
near
them to
the GDP.
California.
To have more homeless people?
Yeah, why not? At least it'll be nice.
That's true. That is true.
But yeah, I think that's a big undertaking, and we should just avoid it and just kick all the illegals out we have here right now.
Oh, we
No,
keep
Katie
sending the
Vance-
illegals to
Katie Vance,
Canada.
Someone wants to do something with Canada later. All right, fine.
You know what's really funny is if they had like a little like cartoon short where there were illegals, Canadian illegals in America, but they blend in, right? And then when they accidentally say a boot, Tom
Sorry.
looks at them. I'm sorry, eh? What was that a boot? And they go, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Well, you see, what happens is they would just assimilate here in the Midwest, in the Minnesota area.
It's like recreate that scene
Yeah.
from that stupid journalist movie, Civil War.
Oh, I was thinking Inglorious Bastards when they do the wrong form of spree.
I never saw that Civil War movie.
I didn't either.
Is it worth it?
No. Next question.
I mean, for the laugh.
No. Next question.
All right. 'Cause I like the latest Predator movie with the autistic kid or whatever, because I think
That's not the latest one was Prey. That was with the
I thought that was a show. But
No, that was a
the one,
movie.
okay, then the one that came out before that with the autistic
that was
kid,
the Predator.
yeah, because I think it's funny as hell.
Did the autistic kid beat a predator?
No, he didn't beat the Predator.
I didn't see it. I'm just.
I
That's
forget what
I'm
it is. Like
assuming.
the Predator might not have been able to like sense the autistic kid or something like that. Like the autistic kid was able to figure out the Predator's technology.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was the predator touched the autistic kid's crayons and he beat him to death.
That would have been better.
No, it was something about because like the Predator is like looking for like the greatest intelligence, and so he was hunting the misdirect was that you thought that he was going for like the main character, but really he was hunting the kid, and because the kid's autistic.
That sounds stupid.
Yeah, it was.
It's so bad, but it's so good. Timon has a good point. Pro, the wall would cost less. The Mexican southern border is way smaller, but
That's true.
it's also easier to get into the ocean and just swim around.
Well, we could just set up a little checkpoint easier between Mexico and Panama. Just kind of keep that border wall there easier to stop those caravans.
So there's a lot of countries between Panama and Mexico.
I forget which country is right up against the Mexican border. Sorry.
There's a few of them in that Central America area,
Yeah, what are they?
like
The
Guam.
Guam? The island?
Okay, maybe not Guam. I don't know. It's
How are
been
you going to try to tell me I'm stupid? There you go, like Guam.
it has been well over
Guatemala,
20 years
Belize,
since I studied the
Honduras,
geography of
El
Central
Salvador,
America.
Nicaragua, Costa Rica.
There you go.
Go.
Costa
No
Rica
one
is an
found a
island
map.
too.
Fucking trying to flex on me. I'm smart, guys. We got Guam at our southern border.
I don't think he ever claimed to be smart.
Hey, I've called myself a retard several times. Just this
Yeah, we
episode alone.
admit it, or at least we admit we like figs. Okay, what the fuck? What are you so closeted about?
Yeah.
Liking figs is retarded. You're right. Okay.
So yeah, that would be a smaller southern border to control.
It would be. But
And we could bomb the cartels now.
All right,
and then
that'd be fun.
so hold on. If we take over Canada, do we keep MAID? Like what would the Canadians do? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like the whole healthcare system, if we brought in Canada, would be utterly fucked.
Oh,
They don't know how to buy insurance.
Yep.
Now
And
the
it's
question
not
is,
like our system's great to begin with.
No, we'd pay more in taxes because they don't make enough money to even like cover their own like Obamacare and Medicare and all that shit.
now
And insurance companies would have to like get even more tax cuts and duplicate their broad ranges and shit.
Well, see, this is why we also include Mexico, and it'll drive down the prices of drugs. And that's how you offset the high prices of Canada.
so would Canada just be one state, or would it be how many provinces are there? 10?
It's like
Would
two,
they be
split
10
it in
states?
half.
No, I say split it. I'd say keep the provinces how they are and have the 9 or 10 provinces, however many it is.
Yeah, I just say merge them all in with Alaska.
But then all those votes go to fucking lefty retards.
Well, that's assuming that you think they're all lefty retards.
True.
Vex Electronica just said so herself. Look, they just had 10 years of Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, but things could change. We go in there, we bomb a few of them, and then they get the message,
They'll get the message.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd go over well.
Didn't you ever see, a man in the high castle? You just do that to them, but with Uncle Sam.
That wasn't
like it.
supposed to be a roadmap.
It is for the pacification of the Canadians, okay? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I no, we've got better things to do. You guys are insane.
Oh, insane. This is called like fixing problems, right? We're the world police, damn it.
We're central planning
America.
for free.
F yeah.
You're welcome, government.
Yeah.
Hire me. I have
Listen,
ideas.
America just won the gold medal for hockey, so I think it's time for us to invade Canada. All right, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, really?
2 years in a row, so that
Oh,
proves that we're a
no.
dominant force now. So we should take them over.
You know what? Fuck that kind of logic.
That makes so much sense. If China beat the American basketball team, like we would have to hand
Then
over
yeah,
the whole
we would be
country.
fucked.
Yeah, we'd be fucked.
We would be so fucked right now. All right.
We would.
They would just bomb us.
They're like, we win, bomb. We win now, America.
They would take that as a formal like surrender. All right.
Guys, we need to sell this episode of South Park to
to
Matt and Trey. Yeah. They'll like buy us dinner and be like, that's a cool idea. We're not gonna give you any money, but just know we came up with that joke. Free steak dinner, I'll take it.
That'd be funny.
And you get to meet them.
Meeting them would be interesting, but
That'd be
no,
cool.
I wouldn't put it past China if they beat us in the Olympics in men's basketball.
Just bomb.
That's almost like, oh, you guys suck now. It's over.
It's over, yeah.
That is like the 9/11 of sports.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They would just tear up the shit out of us. You pay our tax now.
At least the previous foreign teams we've lost to had like Manu Ginobili and fucking Paul Gasol on it and shit.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say exactly what you were gonna say. Blacks and white people.
Yeah.
No, they were they were white Europeans.
Well, our blacks keep missing threes now. That's why no one watches basketball.
Yes, that's the reason why.
That's why. Honestly, yeah.
It's a big
boring.
reason.
Yeah, it's a
It
huge
is a
reason.
reason.
Because they've got the stats for like if you make 30% of your threes, you still score more points than if you make 40% of your 2-pointers.
Yeah, that was always the argument because you shoot more threes and you make more points, but now it was true when you had the good teams doing it, but now that all the teams are doing it, the average has been like tanking.
It's like
Like,
that
oh.
one kid on the playground who just did nothing but shoot threes, and he was terrible.
Nah, that's every kid now. What do you mean?
We didn't do that in school.
I forgot you're from a different generation.
No, I had a basketball was serious when I was in school. No screwing around. Everyone was very serious about it. As a matter of fact, my class was so big that they had to make 3 junior high basketball teams
Wow.
Oh wow.
when we got to junior high because everyone just wanted to play.
That's insane.
And keep in mind, it was a small school. Like,
So did you all have to share the same team name too?
well, yeah, we all had the same because we
Mascot.
all played for the school. It was just there was the A team, which was like the varsity, the 8th grade team,
Mm.
which I made in 7th grade, and
Humble brag.
Humble
then
bragger.
7th grade B team and the 7th grade C team. The C team were the scrubs, and that was also the team that the only black kid in school was on.
Yeah. Static over here was like, I beat Donovan Mitchell in high school.
I've never met Donovan Mitchell, and I quit playing basketball after junior high. So besides the Cybertruck bombing, we also had the dude who decided to drive a different kind of electric vehicle down, what's it called? Bourbon Street
Yeah.
in New Orleans, killing,
Oh yeah.
taking out. Notice how nothing's been, no one's talking about that one at all. Because maybe this one isn't a psyop. I don't know. It's weird. And then when I see things like this, it's really fucking weird. So about 2 days, I want to say this was 2 days after the incident. I don't know what you call it.
Terrorist attack, I think is the correct term.
Terrorist
Oh,
attack.
this one.
the New York Post was given access to the home of the individual who performed this act of terrorism. This is wild.
Shot on an iPhone, apparently, too.
Right.
We are here inside.
Now keep in mind, door is off the hinges. The crowbar's just chilling here. And the lock was removed. How many different ways could you attach the door all at the same time? You remove the door all at the same time.
It's like when they found that Syrian guy just randomly in a prison cell, right?
Oh,
Oh, God. CNN's terrible. And this is the New York Post. That's what's so weird about this. This is the New York Post. Like, how the hell does this happen?
The New Orleans terrorist home. You can see that it's been clearly.
Now, I don't think she does a whole lot of this. This seems like this was her first time on camera, maybe for the Post. I don't know. But she's definitely not your typical journalist.
Yeah, she looks like she's ready to go get some milk and eggs.
Yeah, she's like a normal person.
Yeah.
Destroyed the door, at least from the FBI raid yesterday. But if we walk through the home, we see some signs of what he was up to.
Yeah, the 2-monitor setup. He was a real gamer.
At the standing desk?
Yeah.
And is that a laptop that got left behind by the FBI? Or is she in the middle of a crime scene that is possibly making things worse?
Oh, God.
I have no idea what's going on with this. This is just like the weirdest video that just popped up online.
Has this ever happened before? 2 days after a terrorist attack, we get fucking MTV Cribs of the terrorist?
No.
That's good.
Different chemicals.
Keep in mind, we still don't know shit about that kid that tried to take out Trump.
Oh, yeah. We're never going to.
We knew that he had no silverware in his house.
Right.
And the government sent them to, was it Walmart or Costco, to just buy a buttload of fucking plates, Tupperware, silverware, food, because they probably bought him a house. So,
Yeah, I have no. And he lived with his parents.
I mean,
and like,
gosh, are you a bitch for taking the free government house versus being like, my kid tried to fuck this country up and the government's trying to hide it? Like, I miss my kid, but dear God, it was fucked up and the government's trying to hide it.
I kind of look at it as like the George Floyd thing. It's like, well, he finally did something useful for us.
Jesus.
oh yeah, they definitely tried to take advantage of that situation. But I think if my kid tried to take out a politician, I would want to lay as low as possible.
So
I would not be trying to kick up any dirt or anything because I just want to live my life.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. What
I
about
want
the
to go
guy?
to work and be normal, man. Like,
What about the parents of the guy who killed Archduke Franz Ferdinand? Do you think they felt a little pride, maybe?
Oh God, pride.
It's like my son started World War One.
We're proud parents.
I
Make
guess-
it a bumper sticker.
Yeah, why not?
my son killed the Archduke.
My grandpa killed the Archduke.
My son
He is
killed-
still like revered. Yeah, revered as a hero in one of those countries.
thought you were about to say reviled. I'm like, that's the exact opposite of what.
Yeah, I know. I was flat tiring. Give me a second there.
Splayed
Continue this.
around,
Go through the crib.
And different.
Is that a laptop?
It's yeah, it's got Ethernet cord next to it, so it definitely looks like it.
There's possibly 2 Ethernet cords. There's a keyboard up here. This
Why is the curtain tied up like that?
that was probably done by the FBI to like
Was that the ISIS curtain?
be able to access behind it. It's kind of gray. It's not ISIS. ISIS likes black.
I wish he had that like weird S logo drawn on there. That would have made my day.
The Stussy.
Yeah.
Oh, instead it looks like he's drawing like vaginas or something. I don't know what this is.
Just drawing Hadoukens.
But yeah, it looks like the FBI might have left a laptop behind.
Might have.
Makes sense.
Electronics. This is
The
again
slim
work
PS2.
setup.
Oh, he was a real
seats,
gamer.
Just very unkempt in here. If we go over here, actually, you can see.
You know, she says very unkempt, and I'm like, the FBI just fucking tore through this shit.
I like how she has a fanny pack. It's just really selling
Yeah.
us hard-hitting journalism.
So she can clean up her evidence from the crime scene.
Dear God.
The Department of Justice.
Is that like some magic wand thing back here?
I think that's just a thing of soap.
Like a water bottle.
Documents here, the search warrant, and the property that they recorded here, which seems to be a lot.
Okay.
They just leave paperwork behind in a building where the door was just wide fucking open, and they let. Oh yeah, keep in mind. Look, directions on how to make a bomb, kids.
Ah,
Oh, you should not have pointed that out.
wonderful. At
You think no one else noticed?
Team YouTube.
It's just you know, just a few ideas.
Just, yeah, get a little closer in there. And read it off for the kids there.
Yeah.
Help win your next science fair by following these instructions.
Seems to be a lot of chemicals.
You have all the ingredients, so
Again,
you know how to make it.
Just left in disarray.
Is that like a scissors holder on his fridge?
Good time she mentioned it being left in disarray. This house was fucking raided. You don't know what it looked like before they got here.
For real though, is that like a? Does he have scissor holders on his fridge?
They might be on a magnet.
That's fucking cool, actually.
That is pretty cool.
I never would have thought about that until
Yeah.
now. Oh, at least that guy did something right. He made me
Hey.
look into a thing for my house.
You're learning.
I hate them. My
Learning
fridge
from ISIS.
isn't magnetic, so I can't put anything on it.
back here,
I'm gonna look this
and
up.
his what appears to be his collection of religious materials, his Qurans, an open Quran with a passage there.
It's perfect, isn't it? How the
Yo.
book is open, like ready to give a sermon.
Quran
That's a Quran.
Yep.
passage there, as well as even the Bible here, but mostly books on Islam, and his prayer rug just to the left of me here.
Okay.
It's just all real convenient. The Bible was open and the Quran was open, and I guess according to people online, it was open to the verse about like clean the earth of the
Purging the
unbelievers or
infidels.
whatever.
I could see that. Usually people who are terrorists kind of are over dramatic with a flair.
And if we go back, there's another bedroom here. You can see he left all these belongings, contact lenses.
Are those contact lenses? Is that what that is?
It looks like a box of
I
contacts.
see some Vaseline. You know what he was doing.
Yeah, it is It says dailies.
Big ass box. Oh, because they're dailies. Okay.
Contact lenses, personal belongings, bathroom.
You wear contacts now?
This seems to
No.
be some sort of workspace again with other chemicals here. The light's still on.
Workspace with other chemicals. Looks like some earplugs. Maybe spending some time at the range. Is that a hot plate? Or just
Might be a scale.
yeah, just a scale.
On some kind of
He had a
State-
landline.
Where do you see that?
That is a phone right there, right?
Where?
Bottom left corner. That little white thing.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah, he must
I thought
have.
that was like a TV remote or something.
Looked like a phone.
No, that. Oh no, that might be like a remote to a fan or something.
I've never seen a fan like that.
It's got like a little screen on it. I'm digging this giant surge protector though.
Yeah, that guy was not fucking around, as they would say.
up here. We're not really sure what that was for. In what we can assume was also a bedroom. You can see clothes left here, and
This thing's just perfectly laying right out.
just a sign that someone was here up until those last few moments when
No
neighbors
shit,
said
lady.
he left just before the New Year's holiday, saying he was done with his lease, it was up, and he was on his way to New Orleans where he would live there. Didn't take any furniture because he said his new home would be furnished. That's all we know so far.
Who keeps her microwave on the
Furnished
floor?
with how many? What is it? 77 virgins or something?
I gotta ask a question. Do you think that we're just all starting to just become retarded? Like, I just feel like
Become retarded?
I just like feel like every time I've watching this case, my IQ is just like taking like several hit point damage.
Hit point critical hits every time.
Like the lady, like the lady who was like in charge of this thing when she said it was not a terrorist attack.
Oh my
to
god!
This lady reporting on this thing, to like everything. It just feels like a really bad SNL skit.
No,
like it does not feel real.
That FBI agent,
it's evil.
That FBI agent said that literally 5 minutes after whoever was the PR person for the state at that time had just called it a terrorist attack.
And then the governor looked like an asshole too.
What'd the governor do?
He just looked like one of those guys that just finally it's my chance to be a big powerful man. He was like jonesing to go like, yeah, we got this under control.
I don't know,
man. Like I know it's just like but it's just like there were times where you could like watch news coverage and you didn't feel like your IQ was just like draining slowly. And it's like this is like what I'm trying to say is like this is like that epitome of like millennials are now in charge of shit and they're taking like these supposedly like serious topics with like vertical film done up like they're doing a TikTok about like the best restaurant to go to.
Yeah. So I hate the vertical filming, like Vex Fear here.
Recording.
I hate the vertical recording.
Portrait, yeah.
But I was told, I was given, and this was from a Zoomer, and they say, try to do it horizontally without it shaking. And I was like, oh, that's interesting.
I don't see how there would be a difference.
Get a selfie stick.
I don't record a whole lot of video with my phone. But when I did, it was always horizontal because I'm not a retard.
Yeah.
But it was always a little shaky, just a tiny bit. I was like, okay, that's interesting. I haven't tried recording vertically. Well, no, I take that back. I did a few shorts a while back that I recorded some stuff vertically, and I wasn't shaking.
Static, what does your sweatshirt say? Sorry to cut you off.
It says taxation is theft.
There you go.
Beautiful.
I get so many compliments on this hoodie.
It's a great
everywhere I go. Let's see. Is that it? Is that all that I got for today? We haven't heard a damn thing about the guy from New Orleans since it happened. Like, I haven't seen anything. It's like that one doesn't even matter. I think the Cybertruck thing is out of the news. Shit, it might be out of the news now.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get any fucking information on it.
It's all over, and what they wanted people to do is they wanted people to think that it was there was some sort of foreign influence that involved it all. That there was that it's just priming the pump for people to accept war.
Yeah.
Because
did they try to play up the foreign influence? It seems like they quickly tried to pivot to like he was all American, like you and me.
Well, but like he was saying that China was flying the drones, or talking about World War III in that FBI letter with Iran and all of them.
Yeah.
And it's just like a weird, just dropping seeds.
Yeah.
You want to know what my theory is? Everyone's getting sick, it seems like, these past 3 weeks, so no one has the energy to care or follow the shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Been
'Cause,
me a
yeah, I
little
was
bit.
sick like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was out for like 3 days. I hadn't been sick like that in a long time.
Yeah, I know. I slept for 30 hours this weekend. All right.
Nice.
I couldn't pay attention to this news that deeply.
Yeah, the first day I was sick, I slept from like 6 a.m. until 11 p.m. that day. Like it was just
Yeah. Yeah, like something's going around. Like
Well, yeah, it's the
you
bird
know,
flu.
Knock on wood that
I wouldn't even say that it's just like the bird flu. Like something's just going around. Like they're also talking about neurovirus is like out in the like general public too.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember, but like about a month and a half ago, had a clip with Peter Hotez, the fat chubby bastard, talking about how on inauguration day we're going to have all these different viruses attacking the country.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't see this one actually.
Today, a lot of people were there's news stories talking about the quademic.
Oh yeah. Or
And
the
so,
fog.
so you know what? I think people might be getting the bird flu or whatever because people were getting COVID before it was a big deal, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that's what we're experiencing. It's not that big. If that's what it is, it's really not that big of a deal. I actually Googled like what are the symptoms of bird flu, and it was pretty accurate to what I was, except for one or two things, and like I don't, and that could still be wrong. All I know is it wasn't a cold.
I also think people's just immune systems are weakened by either the jab or even like the COVID itself.
I just also think it's that time of year.
Yeah,
Yes.
that time of year.
Yes.
You know, like I said, it's been like since the holidays and stuff. I know so many people like in different states and different countries near us that have gotten sick. You know, my wife works in the healthcare industry, so a lot of people get sick by her. So she's the one who got me sick. You know, she's very considerate though. She'll cough in my face while we're trying to sleep at night.
Oh, like a
romantic,
sweet 3-year-old.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, bro. Yeah, women are children, bro. You know what's so funny about people in the medical industry? They never cover their coughs and they always smoke cigarettes. Always.
Yeah.
I can see part of that, yeah.
They don't give a fuck. They'll tell you, yeah, like fuck your dentist drinking Coke. Yeah, you shouldn't drink soda and coffee. What the fuck do you have this morning? I dare you to tell me you didn't have coffee.
Well, now they tell you coffee's good for you, though.
It gets rid of type 2 diabetes. I did a report on it in high school.
Oh, you watch the Rumble ads too?
Hey, no, I get the bro. I would rather take those fucking Rumble ads than the YouTuber. I gave my boyfriend this drink and he's so hard he pounded me all night long. I'm like,
Man, listen, my prostate is great since I started drinking warm water.
oh my god. Warm
that a
water.
thing?
That is a Rumble ad. It's like my friends used to laugh at me that I drink warm water, but now my prostate is good.
Now it's good. They get like the hit. I don't even know. Like Rumble's the only one that takes advantage of the hillbilly AI because there is a hillbilly AI.
I love it.
We don't use it enough.
I also found out that Big Pharma went after the turmeric industry. No, Big Ozempic.
Oh my god,
sorry.
it's always fucking turmeric. You know the V-Shred guy?
Yeah.
The V-Shred guy is like, I ate a whole pizza and I'm fucking shredded. I was in high school and I'm like, all right, what is this? This dude's fucking annoying. And I went on his website. He just sells turmeric pills. Like, that's it.
Seriously.
That's his
I
thing.
love
He
it.
sells turmeric pills. He was the OG
So he-
grift. This is
So
like
he takes
2016.
like 10 turmeric pills a day and he can eat a whole pizza. Is that what the deal is?
And he works out a lot.
What the heck
Okay.
are turmeric pills?
That's the thing. And it's like, yeah, well, how much do you fucking work out?
They're exactly what they sound like, Dio.
They don't
Tumor
eat
pills?
pizza.
No, you don't know what turmeric is?
No.
It's
Oh.
Indian spice.
You're white, that's why. Never mind.
It's orange and it stains.
Oh,
It actually does make food better. We use it to cook a
depends.
lot.
Yeah. So it's pretty good.
It's a nice anti-inflammatory. That's actually true, though.
It is good in smoothies too.
Yeah. We have like this turmeric and ginger tea that my wife and I drink. It's actually
Mhm.
really damn good.
Oh yeah. It is good, but it's like pay me $100 a month for your for a deal on a regular shipment of 400 pills. It's like, dear God.
Listen, what I say is that we should all pitch in to run ads on Rumble because apparently it's not that much.
Okay.
We get all our shows out there.
We'll do
Okay.
it to the bots. The bots will then go to our shows to put their shows on their shows.
No,
and
they're
then-
not all bots.
It's the TVs. That's their excuse. It's not the bots. It's the TVs that everyone watches on. You know.
No, we need to come up with is the replacement for honey.
Honey.
They're already on it.
I said this like at the very fucking beginning. Like, it's pretty clear that investors in Rumble are just botting ads so that they can, make people who are on the platform feel
Dude,
like
have
they're
you
getting
seen
ad
that?
revenue from it.
I have so gone to war with that company.
I
That's
know.
it's
You
fun.
have.
I came to terms because they beat Odyssey. So I was like, all right, so Rumble's the new old tech.
Yeah.
All right. And then it never went anywhere. It's like, really? You killed Odyssey for this?
Well, Odyssey kind of got fucked by the government too.
Yep, it sure did.
Yep. Fortunately.
Yeah, Odyssey could have been fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But this show is actually on Rumble now because I can connect my Rumble account to my Restream.
I know that's cool at least.
And I don't have to do any fucking shenanigans every
Should have done
time.
this a long fucking time ago.
Now I
but-
can't add
Well,
a thumbnail or anything to it. I just
you
have
could-
to just go like it's Twitch. But
You could always stream to Rumble.
yeah, but I don't have to go and get the key every single time.
But the thing is, like, you're making it way too much
never done
work to
that.
stream to this baby platform that not enough people use. You know what I mean? So
Oh.
you need to make it easier to do so that everyone can just stream on Rumble because it's easy, and you let the audience decide if they want to go there or not. But most people just think it's a pain in the ass, and they're not going to do it because of all the work.
That's true. That's
You don't
why.
have to go get the.
That's really why I stopped
Yeah,
streaming on there.
Yeah, that's why everyone stops. And then you get annoyed
yeah.
with the company. Like, you know what? Nah, I'll make it personal because I feel like it this time.
Oh, everything I have with them is personal. That's just the truth.
Yeah, we'll have to get into that when I get on your show. Are we gonna do it this Saturday?
Yeah, this Saturday, 100% for sure. Sorry about last week, but I fell
was
asleep.
dying.
I fell asleep so much on Saturday, I forgot to even change the streaming times.
Dude,
Yeah.
when I when I heard you say your wife was sick, you're on Twitter or something, I was like, there's no show tomorrow.
I
Like,
was getting
I just
sick.
knew.
I
I
was
didn't know
getting
you were
sick.
sick. I thought it was just your girl. Dang.
She was, but I was, like I said, I slept 30 hours that last weekend. That I had no energy to even bitch on Twitter. You know,
My bullshit meter's low.
I was just like,
I don't know. You were bitching yesterday.
well, I was better.
Okay.
In fact, I would have went to work today, but I also got an infected finger that kept me up all night too, which that was fun.
Oh, I've been there.
Oh,
What the heck?
okay.
Been
Yeah.
there.
Felt like fire ants were nibbling at the tip of my middle finger all night.
Yeah, I get infected cuts a lot too.
I'm
you
not
know what's
showing that
funny?
you're live on Rumble.
Huh?
Probably
Are you?
lost
Oh,
it.
you know what? Hold on. Let me look at this shit.
You know what's funny? The gamer in me, whenever I would like hurt a knuckle or a finger at work, I'd be like, ah, fuck, that's my R2 finger.
Should be streaming.
Now it's gonna hurt when I
I thought you were gonna say like, oh shoot, my finger just lost a hit point.
lost the hit point. No, it's like an actual buff. Now it's harder for me to sprint if I play this game because now
I
my
know.
knuckle hurts.
Dude, I'm getting so old, and I feel like I'm getting carpal tunnel. Like when I play like those real button mashy games, my fingers get tired now, and I just hate it.
I had my uncle. I forgot what game we would play, but we'd play games together. And then when it would come to a bushing mashing session, he'd be like, "Oh no, I'm too old for this shit." Here, and he'd give it to me, and he'd tell me to spam extra circles.
I'm tired, boss.
I'm tired of this. Can't you do this? Oh, I'm too over this shit.
Ugh.
He used
I'm
to use two
confirming the-
fingers.
Confirming the nasty health industry. His nurse coughed in his room and didn't cover her mouth.
That
Yep,
bitch.
they don't care. They don't care. They're hypocrites, all of them.
What the
Man,
You're married to one.
Yeah, I know. I tell it to her all the time, and she giggles. She's like, "Yeah, I know." She just coughs in my face.
Just
like,
giggles.
You're a fucking nurse. Like, aren't you supposed to like tell me to cover my mouth? And she's like, "Yeah, you're supposed to."
yeah, that's at work. At home, I'm slob.
Yeah, I give a fuck. Yeah,
I don't fuck. I'm at home. It's my house.
yeah,
My-
exactly. Good.
You're not paying me not to cough in your mouth.
Yeah, right. Who pays my insurance? Not you. Actually, it used to be.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what.
Like
That's,
check
that,
through.
it's the loving joy of a relationship, right?
Oh, I
just sit-
can't wait.
just laying down in bed, and all of a sudden you just get a big old on your face. And I'm like, oh great, I was trying to sleep. Thanks.
Thanks.
Gotta worry about going to work tomorrow. And then she's like, I'm sick. And I'm like, well, I'm sick too, but I gotta fucking go to work.
Do you ever do the cold feet on the back when she's sleeping?
Oh, that's like the best revenge.
Boom,
No, I just constantly gaslight her. You know, that's the trade-off. Is that I always just tell her like lies all the time, but like of stupid shit, not like real shit.
Like your mother told me something. Your mother told me something that I can't tell you.
No, I always like when we're in public, I always make her out to be the most homophobic person in the world.
Actually, we did that one time in Seattle, where I would look and I'd be like, "Oh, look, there's a pride flag," and then she'd be like, "Stop it!" And I'm like, and people would look at her yelling at me because she knows what I'm doing, but it just looks like she's the homophobe, and I'm just like, "What? They're allies. What's your problem?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Now everyone thinks I'm the homophobe when it's you," and I'm like, "Oh God."
That's the best thing to do.
So I just found out that this shit's streaming to my profile and not my channel.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's why I
hate that
couldn't
did
see it.
that.
It's fucking retarded.
Yeah, the ass backwards logic of
Yeah, I
Rumble.
know.
I hate it.
I know.
I hate it so much. God. That whole I remember someone should have I remember someone told me after I did, "Oh yeah, don't do that shit. It's confusing if you have a channel in your main thing." It's like everyone follows my account, but they don't follow my fucking channel. I wish I could delete this shit.
I hate it so much. Well, it was made by Canadians. What do you expect?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
more Canadian hate.
Yeah, that's why we need to invade them. Their CEO is too concerned getting selfies with celebrities and fixing his fucking site.
It's hiring celebrities.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you were given. That was the thing that I saw you bitching about online yesterday. Is you were given the CEO shit for wanting to sign more fucking streaming stars.
Yeah. We paid Doc Disrespect millions of dollars for him to get 4,000 views average. Fuck yeah, bro.
Mm.
I'm such a great businessman. I'm do good on the business.
We're signing up for Rumble Premium. Carl,
bro.
don't you know?
Oh, fuck those people.
No, yeah. I can't believe that.
No, that's for Saturday. I'm saving all this for Saturday with you.
Well, gentlemen, that's all I had. Did you guys have anything you wanted to bring up?
Mm.
I hope all y'all had a really good holiday since I haven't talked to most of you since pre-holiday. So
I did.
that's wonderful.
I watched a lot of movies and I babysat a lot of family members, including a dog.
Was the dog at least good?
Yeah, he's a good boy.
There you go.
It's the little dog I didn't like.
Was it a Shih Tzu?
No, it was a terrier.
Oh, I have a terrier. I understand.
Yeah.
Say no more.
This is the first year in a while that I'm sad the holidays ended so quickly.
I know. Going by way too fast.
Yeah, right? It felt like a whirlwind.
Yeah.
Like I wish it was. I was literally thinking this morning. I was like, I wish that it was still the holidays. That went by way too fast. I didn't like get a moment to just chill. I mean, I was chilling, but like I don't know, just wasn't long enough.
It was not chill enough for not having plans. You know what I mean? If you have plans and a big thing and then it's all done, you're like, oh, all right, we did it. Cool. And this year I was like, no, I'm just gonna chill. And it's like, I didn't chill hard enough.
Maybe that's what it is. I didn't chill hard enough.
Yeah.
I just feel like it also sucked because it fell on a Tuesday, Wednesday, you know?
Actually, that was perfect because I only had to use like 4 PTO days to get almost 2 weeks off.
I fucking hate it. They took the day before Eve away from us. We only got the Christmas day off.
Yeah, my company I thought was going to be cool, and they were going to give us 2 floating holidays. I had no problem working the eves. Then they took away my 2 floating holidays and gave us the eves off after I had made plans to go do stuff on those days off.
Oh God, how dare they?
I know. I was like, really? I told my boss, I'm like, well, I'm going to come in late then this one day because I scheduled massive automotive repairs.
What about you, Neo?
Yeah, talking to Shock a little bit before we started. It was had a very busy. The last 3 weeks have been incredibly busy, but all with fun, good stuff. So, yeah, I'm kind of bummed it's over.
Cloud got to spend Christmas in the hospital.
That
It
sucks.
sucks.
Yeah, I saw that. Hope he's doing better.
Glad he's recovering well.
Hope you're doing
Yes,
all right,
he's
Cloud.
been back home for about a week. His hole is healing up.
I'm not going to ask.
Very nice of you.
But hope he's feeling good.
Well, let's wrap this thing up. We're at 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's plenty long enough. Carl, how would you let the people know what you got going on?
So tomorrow, I'll be on Mr. Neo's show, and I'll let him take that over once it's his turn. But besides that, Friday, Neo will also be back on with our friend Angry Canadian for the video game challenge of 2025, and we're gonna stream that. We're gonna have some fun rules set up and everything, and yeah, tune in for that if you want to join in and kind of find out what we're going to be doing as a fun 2025 event. After that, Static, you're going to be on Saturday. I believe it's 6 p.m. your time, correct?
Sure.
Yeah, 6 p.m. your time, so that's 8 p.m. Central. Talk
That
about.
would be 7 p.m. Central.
I was going to say, I think you guys are only an hour apart right now.
Yeah, we're only an hour
Cool.
apart.
I can't remember Arizona's that wild card. I don't know your time zone.
Yep.
So yeah, so we'll do 6. We'll do 7 your time then. I got it already set for 8 my time, so let's just do it for 7 your time. So we'll have Static on for that to talk about obviously what got him into YouTubing and why I fucking despise Rumble, because it seems to be something he wants to know about. And well, fuck it. I feel like I've been kind of ginger on it, so let's just talk about that good old tism.
Yeah,
I was
let's
gonna
hear
say,
it.
You're going to get Carl the tism about Rumble.
Yeah, I've been keeping it very, very minute. So Static's like, I want to hear about it. I'm like, all right, fine, we'll do it. And then Sunday, I'm going to start doing my game streaming again for Sunday Spotlights, as I'm going to call it. And I've decided that every Sunday I want to spotlight a video game, do like between 3 to 6 hours of it, and see if I like it. And hopefully maybe some other people find a new game that they like and they go out and buy it and play it themselves, because I'm more in the category of people should play games than watch other people play games.
Here.
Yes.
Do you know what you're going to be playing on Sunday?
1000 X Resist is the name of the game.
Oh, okay. I've heard that name mentioned a few
Wait,
times in the last week or two.
You know, your thesis there that people should play games and not watch people play games, but yet you're going to stream it.
That's why I'm not going to do like the whole game series. You know what I mean? That's why I said between 3 and 6 hours, and I'm going to spotlight a new video game each week.
So your asterisks is that you're not doing an entire playthrough.
Yeah. I
Okay.
feel like I just want to like showcase a game for 6 hours max to 3 hours minimum, you know?
Okay.
And just kind of show like the beginning of a game, kind of just like encourage people to go look at something, because a lot of these games that I have lined up are usually $25 and lower games, so that usually means that they're not that super long.
What do you think of the South of Midnight gameplay videos that are out?
I have no issue with it. Like I said, I'm just gonna play it and I'm just gonna have my own opinions. I'm kind of just done getting into the whole rigmarole of arguing online about stuff. Everyone eventually will hate me at some point, I believe, because I'm an asshole anyway. And
I'm not trying to like open a can of worms. I want to know like what do you actually think of like what you see?
I don't
Because,
hate
like,
it.
Me,
That's really what it is.
to me, it seems like the graphics are fine, but like the physics seems like it might be kind of like PlayStation 2 style. Like it just doesn't seem as smooth.
So here's something I've said before, and I always will say this as a point. I really don't care too much when people share gameplay online, because a lot of people, this is just me personally, so it's a bias, and that's why I kind of just tend to just like look at it and go like, well, is this like, does it look like shit, or does it look like it could be fun if I'm playing it, kind of deal. So like for me, when I see a lot of people like post something, say like Stellar Blade, like a lot of these people go like, how could Stellar Blade not get Game of the Year? And they have like a big clip of them playing, and it looks like fucking shit because they look like they play like idiots. And I'm like, you guys aren't really selling this game to me, you know? It's like, I appreciate that you guys like want people to like look into it more and get it out there. But I always have a gripe with people that share any gameplay images. It's like, it always looks boring to me or very, very bad.
I don't even know where the gameplay images are coming from, because
It's from the devs themselves.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's pre-rendered like footage and stuff like that. I'm really trying, like my whole mantra for 2025 is just to like, I want to make up my own point of view. If something looks good, that I want to just try it out, and I'm just going to kind of just try to focus more on like the actual art form itself. You know, that's what it is. It's I have no issues if how people spend their money. I've said this before. How you spend your money, I support you. Because you need to worry about yourself. You're the consumer. You need to focus how you spend your money. I get that, and I don't want to talk down to you or make it sound like I'm trying to dismiss your point. But it's like, if I see something, I'm going to go with like the old school mentality. I was like, does that look good or does that look like shit? And if it looks good, I'll put it into like, eventually I'll go play it and try it, especially because I have Game Pass. So I don't have to worry about the whole monetary value of like, I'm going to spend $70 on something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go with like more of a reviewer mentality, kind of. I will call balls and strikes, and I just want try to inform people more so like, this is what I think about a game versus this is where I dug up a dev who works at the studio and he called me a faggot, and like, you know, I'm more upset about that, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be checking out that game whenever I can.
What's it called again?
South of Midnight.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the Sweet Baby ones. And yes, I do believe it will be on Game Pass.
Game Pass day one.
Day one.
I almost
Oh, great! It's gonna make.
I saw that they were putting out the Ultimate Alliance games on Game Pass, and I almost.
Oh yeah,
That's a rumor.
It's only a rumor.
There's so many good rumors, like because
It's
not gonna be
Activision,
true.
so there's a rumor that a bunch of old Activision games are going to come to Game Pass.
I heard that they were bringing back. They were going to bring all the Marvel Activision games
and the Transformer games.
Yeah, so where's Cybertron?
That's a rumor as well.
Well, no, it's up on the PlayStation Store too. The War of Cybertron.
Oh, it is.
Ooh,
Yeah, like I have
good
it.
sign
I
then.
have it on my wish list right now on my PlayStation. Last time I checked, so it did pop up there. So, like, I think there's going to be a developer direct coming soon. Usually, Microsoft likes to do one at the end of January.
Yeah.
And I think we could see like a big announcement of like a lot of this stuff or like some of this stuff. If the Transformer games aren't out, that'll be like the biggest cock tease that I think I ever had, because it's on the stupid PlayStation Store.
that would.
So
be
it's
weird.
like it's basically confirmed at this point.
I would think so too, but it's such a good idea. I don't see them doing it.
I don't know. Every company has like it feels like every company goes through like a stretch of like 3 months. Everything is great and awesome, and like they give us what we want, and then like 3 months of fucking us over. It is the horrible life of being a gamer sometimes.
Yeah. Well, big thing is if the companies have egos and they're like, oh, well, we need to have our thing be more popular. Let's push that, not the old thing. And there's
That's
some
every
that-
company. It fucking
Yeah,
sucks,
no,
man.
it's
It
either
fucking
that.
sucks.
It's either that. It's you have a lot of like Activision that won't release the classics, and then you got people that are lazy that will only remaster the same fucking games over and over again.
Yeah.
Because both are a problem.
Or they just don't want to sit down and rework the rights to some fucking stupid music, or
Yeah. Mhm.
redo the licensing agreement with like Hasbro, right? They're the
Mhm.
Transformer guys.
Hasbro actually own a lot of those games that they were in. Like they own a lot of it's up to Hasbro to kind of like let War of Cybertron go back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They would have to make a whole new one from scratch, and then
Bro, I can't wait. I got all the Cybertron games physically, and if they get like 60 FPS boosts and everything for the Series X, I'm so there.
that'd be sick.
Oh, I'm so there.
I miss all my physical shit, man.
I'm surrounded by it. My wife just sighs and walks away.
I wish that was me. Yeah.
That was an excellent outro, Carl.
Sorry.
Oh, we're in outros.
And Shaka Zulu, what have you got going on?
Sheesh. I don't know. I'll try to stream Wednesday, but I'm not sure. But I started my Witcher 2 playthrough. It's up. The next stream, it won't be hentai, I promise. It's not hentai.
Boo.
But we will be having sex with a redhead in an elven bath, and we
Ooh.
will be fighting a giant octopus tentacle monster with a
Okay.
big titty sorcerer, but it's not hentai.
I'll
thought
take
you
this
were
as a good medium ground then.
Yeah.
So Wednesday or Saturday. That's what we're doing. And
For a
then,
moment, that sounded like a really interesting Beelzebub episode.
oh, that's how I'm going to introduce my stream too. I'm going to do the same thing. Because that's the next part of The Witcher. You fight the big kraken thing, giant tentacle monster that whacks you in the face.
The Karen.
Yeah, the Karen. It sucks that the Karen armor is shit. Like, you go through all that trouble using the carcass or whatever to make armor, and it's like the worst armor in the game. Sucks.
As soon as I'm done with my obsession with Balatro, I will play Witcher 2.
Oh, you have no. I forgot to say this since I joined right when we were talking about it. I wanted to message you like 3 times because I saw you playing Balatro. I was like, so what you think of Balatro, huh?
I played it all fucking weekend, dude.
What is it again? It's just a car game.
So
You should
potent-
stream it. I want to see someone stream it.
Fernando was streaming a lot of that Metal Shred.
Wow.
He was obsessed with it for a while. But the best way I could describe it to you, it's like a poker deck building game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it out for you. Like, have you ever played any deck building games, like
Slay the Spire.
Slay the Spire
Yu-Gi-Oh!
or
Oh,
anything like that?
like those Yu-Gi-Oh games, yeah.
Kind of like
Nah.
a concept of like you just get random cards, you build a poker deck, and that's what you basically do is try to make poker hands, and then you get power ups and stuff like that. That's the best
You-
way to put it.
You think it's worth actually getting any awards?
Yes.
You think that's just like the
Yes.
state of games being that bad?
No, that game. I've said this to everyone because I've played all the Game of the Year contenders now.
Mm-hmm.
Balatro, I bought it for Xbox, put it in, started playing it at like 11 o'clock at night, and then all of a sudden I'm like, holy fuck, well, how is it 3 o'clock in the morning?
Dude. That was me, man. Like, Shock, I think you would absolutely love the vibe of the game.
I don't have time for a fucking card game. I already play farm simulators that take up so much time. Like,
Oh, this will replace your farm simulator.
oh no.
Why?
I don't know if you're real or not. So
What do you mean? Dude, like Medieval Dynasty? That game was fucking fun.
I thought you were going to talk about Banner Lords.
Nah. Oh, I like Manor Lords too.
Oh,
Manor Lords is fun. I played it on Game Pass, so I haven't bought it yet. But when I had Game Pass, it was a lot of fun.
I have no idea.
They're fun.
Button is not a word.
What?
Stop being a grammar Nazi.
What I say?
You said botten.
Botten?
Oh, bot, not
Bot.
botten.
Oh, bot.
He's from SoCal. Sorry.
Bot is
I boot
already
it.
past tense of buy.
Exactly.
I didn't
And,
boot it.
the other one that really annoys me is when people say, "Oh, they were casted for the roles." I know they were cast, not casted.
I call.
How do you feel about the word texted?
That same thing, exact same thing. It's like, no, it's text. I text you, or I got a text.
texted
I
it?
texted.
Yeah,
Texted
texted
it.
it.
Can you explain to me, like an English teacher, why that's incorrect? Because I know it just doesn't sound correct.
I have no
I
logical
don't
reason
know.
besides the fact that it just makes you sound like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. If you were an English teacher, it's like that's not how you say it. Why? Because you sound like an idiot. I don't know
'Cause you
why.
sound like a dumbass.
You're wrong.
No, but what's the legitimate, technical English reason for it? Because it sounds like you're an idiot.
That's why.
the texting is a new word as of the last 15 years, right? Like that,
Like,
that
Like no
That
one
wasn't-
like sat there and did messages back and forth, back and forth. It was
yeah, they
just
didn't
a
call it
message.
texting. Well, it's been more than 15. It's been 20 years now.
Well, it's been like online messaging kind of came first.
Yeah,
didn't
and they
it?
just called it messaging back then. And
Yeah.
then there was a difference between messaging and texting. And now there's no such thing as texting anymore. It's all fucking messaging. Even if you use the text app, it's
Yeah,
still
no.
going over data.
It uses
like-
data now.
SMS is done for. They still use MMS
Not
for
always.
sending photos. But that's another thing.
But most of the time.
But that's just a theory. A gay theory.
Dude.
I know that's a reference to someone. But I don't know who.
Fig out.
Oh, he doesn't know who Matt Pat is.
Oh, you know who Matt Pat
I've
is?
heard that name, but I don't know who he
Oh,
is.
he's a YouTuber.
I just think of It's Pat, that SNL skit.
Oh,
It's
is it a
Pat.
guy or a
He's a
girl?
little more obvious than it's
Guy
Pat.
or
I'll give him
girl?
just a little bit.
No, he's clearly gay with a way too hot of a wife. His wife is
Well,
way
She's a
Wait.
beard, Harry.
If you had 90 million YouTube subs, you'd probably have a too beautiful wife too.
They were married before the YouTube channel.
I don't know.
They
all I
met
know
in
is
drama
My
class.
son watched his videos.
In drama class.
Yeah. He had good videos. I like his videos.
So he is gay.
Yeah. He's a drama kid.
He had interesting videos, and then he
Mm-hmm.
like went down the. I want to say Freddy got fingered, but that's not what it is. Five Nights at Freddy's.
He got way too. Yeah.
Big difference
Anyhow,
there.
Nerdy Neo, let the people know what 5,000 streams you've got going on this week.
Yeah, so I'm back at it. Started off the return to my channel was tonight with the return to Metroidvania Monday. So I started Super Metroid. So I'll be playing through that until I beat it, and then I'll be moving on to Metroid Fusion. But next Monday is Mass Effect Monday, so I won't be playing a Metroidvania game. So if anyone wants to come play Mass Effect 3 multiplayer with me, I got it on Xbox and Steam. So it is open to anyone who wants to join. Because I love playing that multiplayer and just like it.
You have to have the actual Mass Effect 3, right? Not the Legendary Edition.
Yes, correct. It is not in the Legendary Edition. However, Mass Effect 3 is part of Game Pass Ultimate because it's in EA Play, and EA Play is in Game Pass Ultimate. So if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you have access to Mass Effect
But
3.
is it cross-play?
It is not cross-play. No, unfortunately not.
But you do have it on. You said you had it on Steam, or
I have it on Steam and on Xbox, so I can play it on either.
Is that where Melee plays it with you guys too?
Yeah, they probably have it on both as well. I spend most of my time on Xbox, but I'm happy to play it on Steam as well because I just love playing the multiplayer so much.
Next
So
time
anyone
it's on
wants to-
sale, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, don't buy it for full price. I think
No,
it's
yeah.
like $30, but it goes on sale pretty often for like $8. So,
Okay.
but yeah,
That's
open
cool.
to anyone if you want to come play Mass Effect 3 with me. Let me know, and
That's
we'll
fun.
make it happen. Freddy Fazbear got fingered crossing the streams. But tomorrow night, as Carl alluded to, will be the return of Party Chat. So Carl's my co-host on Party Chat, as is Ryan from Legion Games, and our guest host for tomorrow. We saw him in chat earlier, is my good buddy Paul Hadouken, and we'll be talking about some fun stuff like favorite games that you played in 2024, games you're looking forward to in 2025, stuff like that. I'll be back with more Dark Souls with Dude, which I call Dude Souls on Wednesday. We're getting pretty close to the end, so I don't know if that's going to take the rest of the month to get to the end. But I think we've got only a couple more bosses left until we're done. So, and then again, I will be streaming with Dude on Thursday for our next episode of Achievement Chasers, and we'll be going over our achievement hunting over the course of December. So. And then Friday, I will be on Carl's channel, as he mentioned, for the 2025 Gaming Challenge.
Yes, sir.
What's the gaming challenge?
You'll find out on Friday.
Oh, I might not because I have I'm on a show as well at that time.
Well, you can always watch it later.
Who watches old live streams? No one watches.
Everyone.
No, that's
I do.
I do hate doing that.
I like being
Then-
there. Like
The advantage of watching it after the fact is you can watch it at ×2 speed.
now, if
That's
I
fair
do,
enough.
so I was just about to say that if I do watch it after the fact, I haven't gotten myself up to the ×2, but I have gotten up to about 1.75. 1.5 has started sounding normal, so I jumped that a little bit today. Anyhow,
I watch everything in 0.2 or 2.0. So if I watch it at
Damn.
less than that, it's like, oh, this sounds weird. I installed a Chrome extension so that when I'm watching at my computer, I can bump it up to any speed I want. So sometimes I'll bump it up to like 2.5 or 3 if they talk really slow.
Hi, Acid. Hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you in a little while. Hope you had a happy Christmas and a Merry New Year.
But to briefly answer your question, Carl has cooked up a challenge for Angry Canadian Eye, and he's going to explain the rules, and it's all going to be about games that we're going to play over the course of 2025.
Okay, that's kind of cool. So that's me. Weekend pregame this Thursday. We are going to crack into some Blue Anon stuff because that's funny. And we're probably going to go over the top 50 games list from Rolling Stones.
Ooh, I might.
Top 50 games like of all time.
Yep.
I want to go. I might be on for that one. If that's cool.
Okay. Yeah.
What time do you start?
For you, what time does that show start, Shock? 6?
Which one?
Pre-game.
6.
Ah, dang, it's the same time I'm starting.
Okay.
Or is it 5? It's not 5:30. It's 6, right? Sometimes it's 30. I think it's 6.
Did you hear what I said we're going to be doing Thursday?
Blue and on.
Blue and on, and going over Rolling Stones top 50 games of all time.
So I got a question. Do you know who wrote that article?
No, I have no clue. People have just been reposting the list off of Rolling Stones, so I don't actually have to open the Rolling Stones website.
Thank God.
I do have the link to the website because I'll do that for the show, but I don't know who wrote it.
I don't think you can do a simple all time. Like you have to do it by year.
I don't want to say anything about it because this group could go on for hours.
Sorry.
50? That would take like, oh my goodness.
I know.
Like,
I'm going to have to
12-hour recap
on each
I'm
one.
going to have to do some serious tard wrangling on Thursday because those guys could go on for hours about this shit too. Like,
Oh, geez. Yeah. Good luck, my
Duke
friend.
and his video games.
Might need to pass everyone out
it's a
Adderall.
long time. Duke's got some experience, all right? Don't count him out.
He's gonna be like, "Where the fuck is Donkey Kong?"
Even Steve has some
Even though-
experience in this.
Donkey Kong should be on there.
Jumpman.
Wait, jump me in.
I don't know if Donkey Kong.
Where's
Pong? Anyhow,
Pong's
that's
just
for
not-
Thursday. Come check out the weekend pregame on Thursday
I will
at
definitely be
6
watching that
p.m.
replay.
Pacific time. Friday, I'll do the Ballbusters things with Dermy. And then Saturday, I will be on Carl of RNG's show where we're going to talk about Rumble bullshit and whatever else we got going on. And then maybe if the guys are still on, I'll do Chatterday afterwards. I think that's it until next
Nice.
Monday. Have a good one.